Right, here we are, HellaBass live, and I've got some. All right, hopefully that's gone now. All right, HellaBass live Wednesday night, special, unique, once a year stream where we've got some special guests, and we are going to talk about a very special, important, unique cause. Something that Dane and I are very excited about, and obviously something Gretchen's very passionate about. But this is all about this tonight. You know, the monetization's turned off, so there should be no ads on any of your videos. We can just focus on St. Jude and talk about the Hiley Bass Classic, and that raises money and awareness and all kinds of great things for St. Jude. And you know, it was a super fun stream last year. We had learned a lot, had a lot of fun. Kind of got us ready for the tournament, and Gretchen was able to come on and educate all of us on St. Jude and the history of the tournament and all that kind of stuff. And we're back again this year to do that. So welcome, Gretchen.
Thanks. I'm happy to be back. I remember coming on last year. I was like, oh gosh, what is he going to ask me? What are they going to need from me? And it was so fun. I ended up on here the whole time. You didn't kick me off, so it must have been okay.
Absolutely.
And we're super grateful. We're super grateful to have you back here. It's really hard to pull you away, and it's not every day that I get to see that face of yours.
Oh, gee, thanks. Yeah, I mean, and we are, 7 days from the tournament, but at this point, who's counting? But at this point in time, I'm like fishing focused. It's crazy where it's like nothing else really matters. Just getting done with the tournament, but it's going to be a really, really good year. We're very excited.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're all excited.
So we'll get into this in more detail, but super high level. Basically, I just posted a link in the chat where you can donate, the team page. And so what we're doing this year with a $20 donation, you're going to be eligible for like $2,000 worth of prizes and over like 35 prizes in total. So plenty of great opportunities. We'll get into more on that. But we're going to start out by covering things. So this is Dane, my tournament partner for the St. Jude, second year, Dane Veselka, owner of the Champions Tour, owner of Veselka Fishing. Probably about 6 other hats, but we don't have that much time tonight. But
he does a lot. I've learned he does a lot of things.
Yeah. So we're excited to come back for our second year. Finish the season strong, fundraising wise. We'll get into more of that. But I guess Gretchen, first year with 100 teams filling the field. What does that mean to you, and how excited are you?
I mean, I think I would have been excited either way. I'm thrilled. But like, we filled the field in January. And so we've been full since the beginning of the year, which is something we've never done before. But even taking it a step further, I mean, I'm so laser focused on the numbers and the fundraising. I mean, I'm checking the numbers all day, every day, pretty much. But kind of a year over year comparison, we're about $150,000 up in fundraising, like today versus today last year. And so that's really exciting to be going into tournament week really, really strong. I'm feeling very confident in that $1 million mark again. And I think it's a matter of like, it's not that we're not going to get there. I think it's how far past it do we go is kind of where my head is at now, which is just very, very exciting to just... This tournament still has like the legs, and people are still so excited about it. And like you guys as new teams, like year 2, we've got teams who have fished it all 28 years who are still like continuing to raise crazy money and pushing themselves even more. And then you guys, new teams come in and you're like, dang, this is awesome. Like, what more can we do? And so there's still just so much energy. And that's what's really fun going into, year 28 of an event, is keeping it fresh and new and exciting, and people still wanting to be there is very, very rewarding. So
yeah, absolutely. And so if anybody has any questions, I don't think you shouldn't be able to donate on YouTube, but don't send a super chat. There should be a link for that. But we'll get into more of that. Yeah. So I know last year we said we weren't going to wait till the last minute to do this stream, and here we are waiting to the last minute to do this stream again, but got a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, it's great to see that we're ahead of schedule as a field, and I think I'm hearing some donations come in, so that's super cool. I can hear my email going, but yeah, is there anything else new, interesting, twists, anything? Is it I don't know. Is there anything exciting to talk? I mean, it seems like we're not going to have to worry about floods. I don't think.
No.
At least I don't think there's anything.
No,
in the
that
forecast.
always, yeah, that always keeps it interesting. The weather is usually like my nemesis. Honestly, nothing crazy new this year. We're gonna have a really incredible banquet on Saturday night. We've got some special guests coming in. Miles Berghoff, who you all probably know very well, and your viewers audience does too. Miles, Katie, and Riley are gonna speak at our banquet, which is really exciting. He put the bug in my ear last year, but I was like, let's do it this year. They're ready and they're super excited. Riley's a year-ish out from her time at St. Jude. She's still in remission. She just turned 3, so it's going to be a super fun night. I worry that her parents aren't going to get the microphone, and Riley is just going to want to talk to you all night long. She's chatty, and it's really fun. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Right on. Yeah.
It's gonna be
she was there last year, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah. Yep. She was there last year. Mom and Dad, obviously Miles fishes, but they just didn't have the, additional speaking capacity or speaking role.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had her stage time at the weigh-in with her dad, and Miles talked about it on stage at the weigh-in too, just sort of, their journey with St. Jude, and Riley's here because they were able to go to St. Jude. And I think like that's the most important thing about this tournament. We always, yes, your fundraising, drives your guys' launch order and all of the things. There's an advantage to you all, but at the end of the day, the greater, bigger picture is that, kids like Riley are healthy, and she was just able to have her 3rd birthday because of, this event, what you all do, what your viewers do. That's really, I think, why we're all here, as a collective. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great to see, and there's a lot of documentation on the Berghoff's journey, which was cool. He did a good job documenting it, sharing some of that stuff on his YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting, and obviously we've had some like close connections with the bass fishing industry, because even last year, Pake, right, and his family, right, they're part of an industry company, and now they're doing something with the Hope Classic on Table Rock, which is another cool thing that maybe we'll touch on later tonight for those people that maybe want to get involved on a fishing level. But obviously this field's full. We're starting to potentially look at, maybe more regional events that start to follow this path to do even more great stuff. So
yeah, for sure. No, I mean the shoemakers are great. I remember meeting Pate for the first time, and he was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you, Gretchen." He's like, "I want to start a tournament of my own when Truman is done with treatment," and that's exactly what they've done. I'm excited. I'm gonna go the weekend after our tournament to Table Rock. I've never been, heard a lot of things about it as I've taken, my crash course in bass fishing. And I told Pate, I was like, I will be there either on adrenaline or on fumes, one or the other, but I'm going to be there, and I'm very, very excited to go and support them down there too.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I guess, I don't know. Dane, last year we were kind of talking about our like excitement, but there was a lot of unknown, right? We were kind of coming in like fresh.
Ton of unknown.
Maybe give some of your thoughts on, I guess we try to convey some of it in the video that we made, but like you've got a whole year now to like process this, maybe
comprehend it.
Thoughts and like,
well, and Gretchen kind of hit on it. It's that positive energy, right? It's that different mindset that takes away some of the, I don't know if it's additional noise that most tournaments would have that aren't situated around something so positive. It really just hones in on the more important nuances in life, your core values, your family, the passion you have for the sport of fishing and the good that it can create. And that's really, that energy is something that's so rare. And to see it as consistent as it has been over the many years that this event has existed is incredibly special. And when you are a part of it and you realize it and it resonates with you, it's amazing how soon that excitement builds in the months leading up to the event, because that an incredible story, an incredible journey for somebody, an incredible fishery, incredible people all come together. It's almost like a wedding of all your greatest friends and peers that come together for a great cause, and it's just nothing but pure heart. It's just there aren't words to really describe it. You just have to take it in, and then even after a year of letting it settle, you can't really put a finger on the exact thing that makes it as important as it is, because there's like a dozen things happening at one time. And I'm sure every year we continue to do this, Rich, we'll touch on little things that'll spark a new flame or create a new memory and inspire another person or a group of people. And this podcast is an example of that. I mean, just look at these people in the positive comments. We're not even at the tournament yet. We're already like, I get that feeling of being accomplishing something for the greater good. And yeah, it's a group effort. And being as passionate as I am in this industry, it's just really, really special to see everybody else pour their heart into it. So it's contagious.
Yeah, is there something? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
I was going to say, the thing is, like, it's not many tournaments you go to where somebody brings in one fish or double zeros, but yet they're smiling ear to ear. Right? Like, nobody, I mean, people are competitive. They want to do well when they're out in the water, but once you come back to the weigh-ins and the kickoffs, it doesn't matter whether you finished 99th or first, like, everybody's in high spirits. And that's
absolutely. I think that's like the one thing, like if I could from the staff side of things. So I think we've figured out that this is my 8th tournament, quote unquote, like leading the event from the St. Jude space, but I've been with St. Jude. It'll be 12 years in November. So I think this is my 11th tournament. I've been at it every year since I started. And I think what I've observed is you all as bassing, you guys are so competitive. Like, I mean, that's like the world you live in, tournaments, competition, all of the things where, to your point, Rich, yes, everybody wants to do good. If you cash a check, that's like a huge win. But like taking it a step further, like put a goal in front of you all, like $1.3 million that you all initiated to yourselves last year. Like you guys are that much more competitive together. Like, and so it's really cool to see this like group of 100 who are going to be competitive against one another on the water rally together towards this big goal together, you know, for the kids. I think that's like the coolest thing for me. And like, to your point, Rich, like nobody really cares how they finish. Again, fun to cash a check, but like being there for the greater good. And like, I think everybody's there for that, which is really cool to see. And I think that's really rare, you know, that like everybody is like wrapping their arms around it. And it might take people a couple of years. Like sometimes people come and they're like, I'm just going to go fish a team tournament. But then they quickly, even quicker now, I think, realize, well, this is cool, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when you run a tournament and you try to explain to a group of anglers that sometimes it's bigger than fishing, whether it's the Champions Tour or a team event or a Pro-Am event, and you're trying to convey there is more to the tournament, but there isn't really as much physical proof. And St. Jude just has the story and the physical presence of what you're providing to someone that I think that tangible really shows how much bigger this cause is outside of the sport of fishing. Like that's something that really is like a heavy hitting moment when you see it and you feel it on that Friday night. That I think maybe that's the big, like the ribbon on the present, right? That's the big moment where you say, oh, okay, yep, there's another person being impacted in such a positive way.
Anglers that seem like to have a pretty tough exterior turned into big softies on Saturday night.
You guys, you're all big softies on Saturday night. I think you're all big softies in general, but yes, carry a tough exterior. But yeah, it's true. Yeah. I mean, there's not typically a dry
eye. No.
Dane, what I was going to ask earlier, and Rich, like you can answer this too, and not that we're on an interview panel here, but like you said, you're like, I can't quite put my finger on it, but was there like a moment or just something that maybe looking back on last year's tournament as your first time, like that you were like, oh, like this is why I'm here? Like, is there just anything like that stuck out to you? Like, I know some people, it's like hearing from the patient on Saturday night, or, you know, everybody has kind of like their own moment of like, maybe when it's their like aha of like, oh, this is something we want to be a part of forever moving forward.
I mean, I think for me, I guess I'll go first, is that there's a lot of things that are like a lot of mini aha moments.
Yeah.
But I think when they have the Saturday night banquet and recognize the people that have been doing it for years and how much money they've kind of raised in their like tournament lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty impactful when you start to see the people that have hit, you know, the 50, the 100,000, the 200, like all those thresholds for St. Jude is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like people that have really made it a big part of their lives and a commitment year after year to just keep doing more every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that is the one, that's like the first thing that hit me was, you know, since taking over the Champions Tour and starting to work with a group of guys and to learn about personalities and to have a previous understanding kind of who like Glenn Walker is and who Jack Gavin is and who Adam Bartusek is. I was able to see a whole different side of those individuals that I didn't know existed. And when I saw that and the feeling of how proud I was to have them as part of my team, and then to not even know like the amount of work that they put in outside of their everyday life, their job, the career they had or have with me. And then it's like, it made me feel like I need to do my part and lead by example. Not on a stage, not in like a loud way, but to just do with action and then let the actions speak for themselves. And then to see them do that inspired me in a big way. You kind of touched on that, Rich. And that blindsided me. I did not see that coming. And so it was impressionable, to say the least. Yeah. It made me reevaluate like how many people in our industry are this incredible and do these sorts of things. I had no idea they were doing this.
Yeah, people that like, you know, in fishing, and I don't think a lot of them, I mean, like, I think a lot of these guys are quick to tell you, like, when they win a BFL or top 10 Champs Tour event, or talk about that when they're hanging around or like posting pictures of their trophies or big bags on Instagram, right? But there's not a lot of people bragging about how much money, and maybe we should be bragging about, you know, how much money you raise. I mean, it's, you know, you're definitely proud of it, right? But I don't know. I think it's just different. And so it should be celebrated because, like, in the end, that's more important than a plaque, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. It's like it's honestly like the most special group of people, you know, and I have people now who, you know, the reputation of this tournament, I guess you could say, has had its ripple effect, right? It's rippled into our organization. It's rippled into the industry. It's inspired others. It's, you know, allowed us, it's opened doors to the industry for us. It's allowed us to launch this campaign called Love Bass Stop Cancer. But like, I think what's so unique is I have a lot of people come to me and say, you know, like, what's your secret? Like, well, what do you do, Gretchen? And I'm like, well, guys, honestly, it's like, I mean, I'm kind of behind the scenes. I'm front lines, but behind the scenes, it's you all. And I say that, I go, you guys, the secret sauce is the people. It is like, it's the people, and it's the best people. And I think that's what's so fun, is like getting to see people at their best, you know, in this space is super, super great for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, here's a question for you, Gretchen, because
I
always feel like things like this, right? Events like this, they don't just become excellent and then remain excellent if you're just kind of sitting there doing the same thing you did last year. How do you push the envelope, or what is your goal, or what are the new things you try and create to push that trajectory upward, whether it's thinking outside of the box and being more innovative with an experience, or how do you come up with that? Because it's I recognize that you're not just coasting and remaining complacent in any way, right? Which takes a certain special group of people, but how do you narrow down like the new thing you're going to do to keep the momentum growing?
Right. It's so hard because I think I think the reality is with like a tournament like this that still sort of has that grassroots feel, right? There's in my opinion, there's a lot more we can do. Like we could have some type of, smaller expo. Like we could make this a week-long event. We could have a kickoff party with a band, but like I think it's like baby steps. You can't do it all at once because you want to do it right. And so I think my biggest thing is I continue to just like try to pour into that angler experience over a lot of other things, because I know that if your experience is A+ or even A, you'll probably come back next year, right? Where it's like, if you all had a top-notch experience and like, you're going to want to come back if you were inspired by, if it's your fellow anglers, if it's a patient, we try to do new and different in that, a different story that you've not heard before. Bring in our CFO who's coming this year. Like our CFO is coming to Wabasha to speak to you all, to like give you all the visibility to our executives internally, because that's only going to have a ripple effect too. So it's not anything big and crazy in my opinion. It's just, I think the little things that like, it's the deposits in the bank, that like everything adds up. And so, and then if there's something that sparks, like we're coming up not next year but the year after, like my brain's already there, is the 30th. What do we do that's really cool? Like, do we bring back some of the OG committee members, and like, do we do a patient panel? Is there just different things that we can do in that regard that just looks a little bit different that you guys haven't seen before? But then I think it's also things like the year that I had the crazy idea to have a hot breakfast at the tournament, and like we found the right people to do it, and that hasn't ever left. Things like that, like little touches, I think that go a long way. Where everybody's like, we get breakfast at the launch, cool. So stuff like that.
Yeah. God, it's such an incredible event. You're like, every part of it. Every part.
Your angler boxes
off the water is like.
Those angler boxes behind you, that's something I've worked hard to make better. I mean, as like when you open it, you're like, oh, cool. This stuff's cool. Like your hat, is that the new hat that you're wearing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet. Like none of this was all sent out from a vendor, which was great. No, it looks awesome. Like I saw a proof, of course, but I haven't seen it in the flesh. But like those boxes, to like have it an AFCO branded shirt versus just like something we buy, like really trying to elevate and bring the brands in too. That I know that the anglers like.
So I mean,
my UPS guy might have been having a bad day, but
oh no. Crunch. But like, and I think the beauty of that incredible. Is like we've found partners, right? Where like, I mean, that entire box has been donated. All of the stuff in that box is donated, so it's like, which is great. And it's like a fun experience for you all to open it and see what's inside. And you probably got it on Monday and you're like, oh my gosh, Dick Hiley's next weekend. And you're excited, so.
And you're like, oh crap, I got a lot of stuff to do before.
That too.
No, seriously, it is the feeling you're like, oh man, that is next week already.
Yeah, well, and it's kind of snuck up on us. I mean, because like we always do it the first like full weekend of May. So like next year it'll be like May 1st and 2nd, and then we'll go back to like whatever the dates are, 6 and 7 or whatever. But like if Saturday is April and Sunday is May, it'll be the next weekend. So it's early. Like we kind of lost a week at this point. So it feels like it snuck up on us, in my opinion, but it's here.
No, it's great. Us Minnesotans had that year-round catch and release bass thing this year, and we're all excited and we're all ready.
Good. Yeah, because this tournament is usually like the first time y'all can get out on the water and catch bass, right? And like That's kind of the.
Or we at least have to go to the river to do it legally, but now we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
for a
great to
lot
see.
of
Like,
us, it is the first time.
Yeah. So maybe you're not
OG.
quite as itchy as you usually are, but like you're still itchy to fish a tournament.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
OG Hype Man in the comments talking about how he does the St. Jude Marathon in Memphis. So, but a lot of cool. I mean, we're celebrating the Dick Hiley, but there's also a ton of other places to like.
Well, and it's just so interesting, I think, when you really sit down and like talk about St. Jude, like how many people you can say, I work for St. Jude, or, you know, I do this tournament for St. Jude, and people will be like, oh, I'm a partner in hope, or I do this, or, you know, my kid is on a, you know, our leadership society or whatever it is. I feel like there's like one degree of separation and everybody can connect on like the mission of St. Jude, but also supporting, which is just cool to see, like lifelong Memphian.
Yeah, cool. Well, I do have
and I
another
was just
guest
there last week. I was just
to bring
Memphis.
in, if he's ready, if he's paying attention. TK, what's going on, TK?
What's up, guys? What's up, Gretchen, Dane, Meister Gang?
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so TK joined last year for our stream as well, and last year he was a big part of a bunch of the giveaways and auctions and painting up a bunch of cool baits, and he was able to.
I was gonna
do
say
that
you're the
again.
hand-painted ones, right? From last year? Is that those ones?
One of them, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I remember this. Okay.
Am I choppy, Hella?
You're not as smooth as you're not as buttery as normal. Maybe bow out and come back in and see if it fixes.
Yeah,
it.
let me try something. This thing's going haywire.
First step here.
Yeah, we'll do this again. Yeah,
right. We'll have TK back in a little bit, but
Technology.
yeah. So maybe while he's doing that, I'm gonna maybe just kind of give people a little bit of a lot of people have bid, and maybe want to just. We'll review that, but maybe give people a little sneak peek of what we're going to get into here pretty soon, because we probably got to get to some of this before the Wild get into like too late in the game, where we're going to start losing a few people here. But let's see here. All right, so we've got a decent amount of donations. We're already over $800, which is awesome. Just a quick rundown of some of the prizes. We got a Champions Tour merch swag kit, some Liquid Mayhem scent bundles, a Lose Custom Light 300 spinning reel, some $100 gift cards for Volseca Fishing, some Sonic Boom Frogs, Strike King Tater Hog Glide, bundles of Yamamoto plastics, Big Bite Plastics, Northland Jighead Bundle, Strike King Jerkbaits, Hybrid Hunters, Tungsten Thunder Critics, Omnia Pro membership, Northland products, some new Arsenal Fishing Morningstar Urchin Koiki baits that are just released, some Arsenal hoodie, Arsenal Nico kit. I got some signed cards from the Classic from some of the Ranger pros like Corey Johnson and Jordan Lee. A Lucky 7 Frank Scalish Spook limited edition from the Classic, some Strike King stuff, some DC swim baits, some more Strike King swim baits. I got some custom swim bait art from Dane to show off here. Some custom painted mag wiggleworts, Round Bait Co. custom balsa crankbait, some of the St. Jude shirts that we're wearing. And if we hit, I was going to have a threshold that if we hit $500, I was going to give away one of my koikis, which are, if anybody, it may not mean much to you, Gretchen.
No.
It's about as hard to get as you can possibly imagine right now. People are paying like 5x retail to get these because they can't get them anywhere. So we've already hit that. We're over the $500 mark. If we hit $1,000, Dane's going to throw in a Veselka custom tournament series rod. And if we hit 2,000, maybe we'll think of something else as we get a little closer here. So,
I mean, if that little creature that you just showed is so coveted, that should be the unlock. What is this is me probably sounding really dumb on a bass fishing live stream, but like, what is that supposed to do for you?
I don't even think fishermen know what it's supposed to do.
Oh, okay. It looks cool right now, or because it does.
Yeah, there's basically two trains of thoughts. So like,
Okay.
we'll talk a little bit of fishing here.
Educate
Is
me.
that
It's
A,
a
is
Christmas
that-
tree topper.
that bass really don't have the capability or cognizance for scale and size,
Okay.
which we do see because we see, bass this long hit baits that are like this big, and we catch like, right. So we see some evidence of that. So one thought is that this is the shape of like zooplankton or microorganisms they eat when they're really small. And so, maybe genetically or back they're programmed that like this is something they should eat. They don't really understand scale. That's one idea.
Got it.
The other is basically it's just so different and they're curious. They don't have, they can't grab with their fins, so they got to put it in their mouth. That's,
Interesting.
maybe there's other ones out there, but that's kind of the two that really I've heard.
Yeah, never seen anything like it. It works no matter how dumb it looks. Oh, alrighty.
Yeah.
This is coming from the girl who's caught one bass in her life and didn't want to hold it, so it's okay.
So I do have another quick guest here. So some of the other things we're doing, and welcome Richard from North Star Custom Baits, is that in parallel with the live stuff and the giveaways we're doing tonight, we are running a bunch of eBay auctions. And I guess Richard was kind enough to donate a guide, a fishing experience on the Mississippi River. And maybe you want to talk about that a little bit, and that can be found over on eBay, and maybe just talk about your trip and kind of what we're cooking up for people and why that would be interesting for them.
Yeah. Good evening, Dane and Rich and Gretchen. Whether it's the Mississippi or the Rum River, those are my two home waters. I'm offering a trip. We'll fish sun up to sundown if you want. Specifically throwing glide baits targeting the biggest smallmouth in the system. We can fish both the Mississippi and Champlain and Coon Rapids, even up Elk River, and then for half the day, and then we can pull the boat out and jump up above the dam and Anoka on the Rum and do the same thing. It's an opportunity for somebody that hasn't really thrown glide baits a lot, or maybe has dabbled a little bit, and they can really get an idea of, specifically targeting these fish in a river system, what you've got to do to get them to bite. It's a chance to put the biggest fish in the river in your boat. The bite is good. It's actually even been good this spring on a glide bait. I was actually down on pool 4 yesterday and today, threw a glide around a little bit and caught some big ones. It's an opportunity to fish on a system in a boat dedicated to fishing a river with somebody that's passionate about throwing glides and learning. And I like to share that. There's potential to catch 6-pound fish in both of those rivers, especially doing what we would be doing. And it could just be an all around neat experience for somebody that maybe they own some glides. Bring what you've got. I've got a pile of them that we can fish. I've got stuff that I use that I know that's effective. And I just thought if somebody was interested, I'd love to take them out and do this. I fished the 18th annual Dick Hiley St. Jude years and years ago, and it was a pretty humbling experience. You come off that stage on day 1 after weighing in, and there's a family standing there with a child that was treated at St. Jude, and they're thanking you for what you've done. And that's like, what have we actually done? We've raised money for this, but to be thanked by a patient, it's pretty damn humbling. That banquet Saturday night there's not a dry eye in the house. It's an amazing cause. It's an amazing tournament. And how it's grown since I fished it is unbelievable. And something that I'm passionate with, doing the swim bait thing, doing it on the river, targeting smallmouth. I just thought I'd like to extend that opportunity to somebody to be able to experience that with me, and plus raise money for this great cause. That's why I'm doing it. I spent a lot of time on that Rum River. I've got it pretty dialed. It could be a real fun day of catching some really big fish if somebody wanted to do it. So get on that auction and bid. And, it's just my way of, giving back, because I fished this tournament and the impact that it had on me. I still think of it all these years later. So that's what I'm offering.
That's awesome. David wants to know, you got any left-handed reels, or does he got to bring his own left-handed reels?
I've got all the right-hand reels you need, but if you're a lefty, bring them, and I've got rods we can slap them on.
There you go. I don't know, Dane, you tempted to hop in this jet boat and go along for a ride?
So I was down on the lower end of pool 4.
I'm already logging into my eBay account to place a bid on it right now.
I was down on the lower end of pool 4 yesterday, and
Hey, that sounds great. I'm in.
the river's actually pretty low, and we were running through quite a large stretch of like 4 to 5 inches of water, wide open throttle, not a care in the world. That's the advantage of having a tunnel hull jet. And there's having the boat that I have, especially on the Mississippi, there's areas that aren't traditionally accessible by, a full-size bass rig that hold some pretty quality fish. So, the Rum is all no wake, and we can get just about anywhere on it. But kind of the hidden gem part of this trip is the potential of what can be caught in some of these areas on the Mississippi that don't get a lot of pressure because you need a specialized rig to get in there. So, and like I said, this is we can fish sun up to sundown. I'll be out there as long as you want. I'm going to be out there anyway fishing. And if somebody wants to join me and, bid this up, it could be a fun day on the water.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate that. I'm sure you'll be hanging out in the chat, Richard, and we're going to keep the show moving. And thanks for joining and sharing, and hopefully get some people excited.
Hey, not a problem. I appreciate it. I'll be in the chat. I'm on Facebook. You can find me at North Star Custom Baits on Facebook. If anybody's got any questions about particulars of what this trip would entail, hit me up on my DMs. My phone number's listed there. You can text me and ask me questions about what this is going to entail. But, if I don't know what the interest in something this would be, but I'm curious to see. It could be a great time on the water. I will say the chance for probably the biggest fish would be later in the summer, like August and September, as far as planning for something like this. And even into October. So it's an open-ended timeline as far as when this trip could take place. But the best chance for truly big fish, and lots of them, would be later in the summer into that early fall period. So
awesome. So flexibility, timing wise, weekends, weekdays, there's plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Right on. Thank you, sir. See you later.
Thank you, Rich.
All right, we got some bids in. We got TK back strumming his guitar. No warning.
Hello.
Look at you, crystal clear, not so choppy.
No, I got on my phone.
Right on. I didn't get kind of what kind of snacks, but I don't know. I think a little bit last year, TK, you kind of talked about, like, obviously you've done a bunch of paint jobs and helped promote and do some things, and I guess I don't know, maybe you kind of give a little bit of why you're motivated to kind of help out.
Say it again.
Yeah, I guess, like, what kind of inspired you to kind of help and put in your time and equity into these baits? And
I've got one of my best friends.
That's it to his daughter. I guess it's in she done some.
Is that just me that he's getting hard to hear? All right.
No.
For some reason, you got
You
No,
sound like
I can't hear you.
a little choppy, robot-y almost.
man. Yeah, TK is messed up again. This is all right. Maybe just try to come out and come back in one time. Wow. He actually like streams himself, so it's weird that he's having issues, but that's the one
Needs
fun
that
part about being
Starlink.
live. Speaking of live, I think Dane and I were talking about potentially being live at the St. Jude for this tournament this year.
Oh, what does that entail?
Yeah, man.
Like actually
That-
live
that's a
streaming from the
possibility.
water during the
That's
tournament.
something.
Dane, you're also delayed. You're a little behind. You have a lag on us, I think. Maybe.
Yeah. At least you're here, Gretchen. So
Hey,
Give it a second.
happy to help.
Give
Yeah,
it a
so
second.
we have some Starlink mobiles for our boat. And
Oh,
Yeah.
so I've gone live in like champions events and other tournaments, and so we're most likely going live during the event, during the tournament. So which isn't there is there
We're able to go live a couple different ways through YouTube and through that Real Live Well app.
yeah, so there'll be probably a couple different ways to view it. More details to come. We'll probably you might see some testing from us in practice, getting it fine-tuned. But yeah, so we potentially you guys can follow along. This isn't Lakeville internet. This is the Waverly internet that we're having issues. My internet's good tonight. But
Dane, you're back and clear.
I
So
have
maybe
better-
you're clear now.
I have better internet on. Yeah, I have better internet on my boat than I do here at home.
I mean, that kind of tracks. I guess that
That's-
makes sense.
It'll have to work for this year because that's going to be one way that we'll be able to stream some of this content live, document and take video footage, a lot of the things we're doing, sharing those experiences, both on and off the water now. And then I would love to do a podcast
yeah, there it went again.
in the trailer that Rich and I stay in with the Starlink here too.
Yeah, maybe we'll go live in the evenings, do some debriefs while we're maybe cooking some meat on a grill or something from the campground. Like, yeah, we'll just you'll have to stay tuned on the HellaBass and Velselka socials to see what might be some extra content this year.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It'll be a good
I
time.
don't-
It was last year. It was super fun to camp. We're doing that again.
Camp?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we should start sprinkling out a few giveaways potentially. Unless people
Can
don't
you?
want
How many
giveaways.
donations have come in? I
Oh,
was gonna
yeah, we can
pull it
give
up
a
on my phone,
summary
but I don't
here
want to
of-
slow it down. How many donations have been made?
How many do we have, you're saying? Tonight?
That came in from the stream?
So far, based on my count, 21
I
donations.
hopped on my
for
phone
one-
and slowed down my internet.
Yeah. So based on my count, 21 donations for $1,030 so far. So we've hit the threshold to unlock the Velselka Signature Series rod. So,
Nice.
so here I can give. I don't know how to do that. So there you can see your name on the right. So if you were thinking you donated and I missed it, let me know. Yeah. So what we got is we got a bunch of things we can start going. I did see David. So the other thing is, I guess if you donated $100 tonight, or you donated before and you want to make it $100, that will also make you eligible for a Vilselka tattoo session drawing. Is that we did that last year, Dane?
Yep.
Yeah. So, for instance, Dave, I think, donated twice, 50 each. So, if you're interested, just let me know, and I'll put a note by your name, David, if you'd like to be entered in the tattoo drawing, which I think, what is it? It's a 3-hour session or something like that, or
Yeah, I can't remember what we did last year, but I want to increase it. Maybe do like a $300 value, like a $300 valued tattoo session, or credit towards something.
Yeah. So I got Brian in. He donated $100, so I'm going to put a note by his name to make sure he gets into that. Conrad. Yeah, so you're at 30, Conrad. So if you want to donate and bump that up to total of 100, then I can make that adjustment. 513 Plumbing. I don't think you're local to Minnesota. If you wanted to come to Minneapolis, I think the thing is you do have to come to the studio or somewhere at least reasonably close to the studio to be eligible. So anybody that's like within driving distance of, I guess, Lake Minnetonka area, if you want to get your total up to 100, you can be in a drawing for a tattoo package. So cool. All right, let's. I'm gonna try to get TK back in here.
This doesn't work.
There's so many fishermen that come in and get tattooed in that studio.
So yeah, I think you're about to kind of, your connection to St. Jude a little bit.
Oh yeah. So my best friend growing up, his daughter spent quite a bit of time in the last couple of years at St. Jude, and following along their journey, we got to see what great things happened up there, and it touched a lot of lives down here. I know our family and all of our friends. So the least I could do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna hop back over to the. I think you got maybe some of the baits handy.
Oh yeah, I've got them all. Yep.
So I'll kind of show. These are also on the eBay site. I posted a link earlier, but you can kind of. I'll maybe just flash the eBay super quick if people are interested. So you painted these 1.5s.
Yeah.
So these are all. What's that?
There they are.
I think I want to go. Let me try something here. I want to. I want. I was hoping to make you that square, not me. Ooh, that's a lot. That's just not working. I was hoping to make it like the eBay page and you, but so maybe just like we lost a Dane.
The internet is not on our side tonight.
Yeah, like the internet is not loving St. Jude tonight. Like it is. But I try to hold up the 1.5 there, or just.
I don't think you can hear us.
So, can you hear us, TK? Nope.
Like it's me and you, Rich. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I guess just Gretchen and I and St. Jude. It's okay. So I'm going to talk about them. So
Yeah,
TK was on here. We got a pair of these. Most of these are pairs of 1.5 KVD that he did a custom crackback scale on. He did these custom crackback scales on a pair of hybrid hunters and a cool spring pattern. 2 DT6s, some Fritz sides. He did these OG Slim Rapala crank with like a really unique, like one of a kind paint job. His, his painting is just like pretty ridiculous. And then there's also a Rapala DT7 flat in a similar paint job to that OG. And then I don't know why it keeps. Oh, look, Dane's here. Oh, nope, maybe he's not. He was there. But then when I bring it in, it was a black screen. But yeah,
I
so there's a bunch of
usually
cool
am the
stuff
one
on
with
eBay.
the
I sent the link.
Yeah.
But that's not the main focus. I want to definitely talk about some of that stuff tonight and see if Dane is.
Dane, are you there?
Dane seems frozen again.
Usually I'm the one with the internet problems, so
Maybe it's just you and me tonight.
welcome back.
Wild.
There you
Here you-
Can you hear us, Dane?
Just sit here in silence and listen. Yeah.
Right on. So a few more.
I had to create an eBay account real quick to make a donation on that auction for that river trip.
There you go. You should ask him if you can bring your own Starlink. All right. Trying to get caught up on a few donations here. Maybe talk about the swag pack for Champions Tour while I'm doing this. But yeah, we're gonna try to get into the some of the giveaways tonight.
Doing something risky and going into the house.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you've got some swag, some Champions Tour stuff. Kind of just talk about what you're. All right, so we got Conrad up to the tattoo threshold. Several other donations came in, just over $1,200. That's awesome. I guess let's just so the first thing, yeah, we're wearing our St. Jude shirt. So one of the first packages I'm going to give away is Liquid Mayhem gave a bunch of their crawfish shad and crawfish garlic. So you'll get a 3-pack of these plus a Liquid Mayhem sticker. And we're going to give one of those away just to get the ball rolling. I need to get the drawing pulled up. Got to get at least one giveaway done before. And so I guess the other thing is, don't enter if you didn't donate, because I am going to check. So that to enter, you must have made a $20 donation or greater tonight. So the first drawing for the Mayhem, donated by the Mayhem, which is awesome. Just some good stuff. I definitely have it in my boat for a while. It's just hashtag Mayhem for those. So I guess enter the ones you're interested in. I mean, you can enter as many as you want if you donated more than $20 tonight. But I mean, obviously, if it's something you don't really want, then maybe wait for stuff that you're really interested in. But you can obviously get in every one if you want. Yep, both Dane and I are wearing shirts that Dane designed, so I guess we can talk about that while we're doing the drawing here. So I'm wearing the largemouth shirt. He's wearing a Smalley shirt. Both of these are available still on the Veselka Customs website. If you go to apparel and sort by newest, they'll pop right up. And so we're leaving this one open till when are we closing the store for t-shirts this year, Dane?
Man, I'm just gonna keep those shirts up year round, and I'm just gonna keep slinging them and make money for next year.
Okay. So if you don't get to help out this year, you probably need to order it by April 28th or something like that.
yeah. The end of next week. I mean, and then they're all drop shipped, so they get to you in a week or so, a week and a half.
Yep. But super high quality. The people have got them. I like the one I've got. I've worn them several times, washed them. Super good shirts. I think some of the people in the chat probably can attest to their quality. But yeah, so another option. So there's eBay auctions. There's the live giveaway tonight. There's t-shirts, and you can just donate as well. So, this drawing is for 3 packs of Liquid Mayhem plus a sticker, David. If you want to get in, so just hashtag mayhem if you want to get in on this particular drawing. Nope, don't want that. I want this one. So, nope. So your name does not get removed. Nope. Obviously, if you donated $30 and you won, a couple prizes and you feel good, you don't have to enter them. You can enter as many as you want. That's kind of all discretionary up to. You can enter all of them or none of them. But we're gonna probably draw this one here pretty. So we got 8 people in for the Liquid Mayhem, but yeah, it doesn't just because you win, you do not get removed. Good questions. So I guess I'll just I got a couple of notes. Yeah, we talked about the $20 minimum. You got to donate tonight. $100 gets you in the tattoo drawing. All donations tonight will put you also in a bonus drawing for a $100 gift card for Omnia. We're probably going to hit the threshold for the second gift card, so that's another drawing we'll do probably after the tournament. We've already unlocked the Koike. We've already unlocked the Veselka Custom. If we hit $2,000, maybe we'll throw something else in tonight. Items can either be shipped, local pickup, meet at the St. Jude, or something like that. You're going to have to reach out to me, direct message or email to claim the prizes or exchange addresses. So that's kind of, oh, look at this celebrity. Who's this little lady? Future angler.
Well, we needed better internet, so little Lainey Joe had to join us. She's the youngest of 3 in the house, and she was outside playing, so she's a little dirty.
There you go.
No.
You want to say hi?
She seems stoked. All
Say
right, so we got
hi.
9 people in for the Liquid Mayhem. I think I'm about ready to pull this. I think we're caught up on donations. So, all right, so this is how it'll work. You'll see your name going on here, and then I'll kind of reference it to make sure that you're on the list. Just Fishing, I'm pretty sure I saw that, so I'll add his name to the first Mayhem bundle. Congratulations, Just Fishing. He was I'm pretty sure a winner last year. He definitely bid on some of the eBay stuff as well last year. So we're off to a good start. We got somebody that donated that got a prize. That's all right. I think everybody understood. This is all about the kids, regardless in one way or another. So I think having a little kids noise is not a big deal.
Well, this is so much better internet than trying to go into a quiet room and use my hotspot.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. So, right on. So I guess that's we're one done. We got about 35 to go giveaways. So, and Gretchen, if you want to hang out, you're obviously more than welcome to hang out. If you got don't feel like we're holding you at hostage, but we appreciate you, and the people appreciate you. But
no,
so
this was super.
Maybe,
what? Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say maybe if people in the chat have anything they want to see, I'll take some suggestions and things like that. So we'll probably generally build to some of the bigger things, but if people want to see some stuff or they want to see if they get drawn for something before the wild game starts distracting them,
I'm gonna say thank you, Gretchen.
She's like, Rich.
Say thank you, Gretchen.
Hello, Miss Lainey Joe.
She knows her name.
How old are you?
You want to tell her you just turned 3.
You just turned 3. Oh my gosh, you and Riley could be best friends.
What do you think about that? You want another friend?
Yeah.
Lainey, have you caught a fish before?
Lainey, do you like bass fishing? How much do you love fishing? Yeah, you like them, don't you?
Yeah, it's scary.
Do you like big largemouth bass? Do you like walleyes? Yes.
Are we talking
She
about
loves
eating or
fishing. She absolutely loves to fish. So anytime we talk about baits or fish, like when I opened that St. Jude box, she wanted to play with all the tackle. She wants to constantly play in Dad's fishing boat. And she just saw this picture on my phone. This is her in my boat when I was rigging one day. That's her playing with an all-terrain tackle.
Oh my
Mighty
gosh.
Jig. Yeah, so
Yeah.
she found this picture on my phone just when she walked up here. That's kind of what brought her over here. And yeah, she's all about it. She sits on the front of the bass boat with Dad, and we stick our feet in the water, and we eat fruit snacks and drink Gatorade, and we catch fish on drop shots.
Perfect.
And she got her first big fishing pole.
Look at her face. She's like so proud.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
I
she'll
love
catch
it.
them. She'll sit out there with me and the other two siblings for quite a while before she wants to go jump in the lake. Don't you? That's right. Yeah, you like the pool. You gonna come to the St. Jude dinner with us? What? Say say hi.
Are you on podcast?
Yeah, I'm on a podcast. You want to say hi real quick? This is Grace, and this is my 11-year-old. He's
Hello,
more into
Grace.
dirt bikes and ripping around, but he can catch them with the best of them too. He knows how to flip a tube in the foil over on Waverly, but we don't talk about that because that's kind of a secret.
It's the Dead Sea. There's no fish in that lake.
Yeah, there's no fish in that lake.
No. Like,
All
he's
right,
like, no.
you guys go watch a little TV and then come back and say hi again a little bit later, okay?
Come on, Minnie.
Come on.
All
Thank
right,
you,
so
buddy.
I guess one other thing I have this Bassmaster calendar. And if anybody wants it, they can, like, as they win, they can claim that. I've got a couple extra bass fishing cards. One has Jordan Lee's signature. I got a couple others. Anybody that wants me to throw in a HellaBass sticker with their thing, they can request that. So obviously only one per, but so if people want some of that stuff, let me know and I'll add it to the notes. So if anybody wants a calendar, like Just Fishing, if you want a calendar, an extra sticker, or a card, let me know, and we'll throw it in your pack. So, all right. Do we want to do the Champions Tour swag pack next?
Yeah. So the swag pack consists of it's the same shirt material as this. There's some real live well swag. There's some Champions Tour Shield shirts. So we can pick and choose between a couple of those shirts. They are on the website, so you can see what they look like. But I do have them physically at the studio in Mound, along with Champions Tour hats. I have a dark gray and a light gray Richardson 112. You can pick and choose. So it's kind of a combination of things. And then we can ship that out to you.
Yeah. So if you want any Champions Tour merchandise, basically you'll get a hat, a shirt, some combo. You can give a size, pick it out, pick from the colors available, and have some Champions Tour stuff. Classic bass. So, all right, get some people getting in there for the swag. So this one, right, there's multiple sizes available. You should be able to pick within reason.
Yep, larges and extra larges and variations from there. You can order them online too, and I can credit you if we don't have the size in person.
Well, if you're like Devin and you need a medium, we'll just have to do like a custom order for that since he's kind of a little guy.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Right. All right. I feel like we're hitting our groove. Internet.
Yep.
I think so. We're at about $1,300, which is awesome. We got about 26 people eligible for prize. So we got more prizes than we do people. So your odds are pretty good tonight. But I think we're going to try to keep these things. People are like, there's 15 people in here. We'll give it another maybe 30 seconds, but we're going to keep things moving. Otherwise, we'll be here till midnight. So be ready and responsive, and we'll kind of roll through a bunch of cool stuff. And if people got questions about St. Jude's, the auctions, any of the prizes, they got questions for Gretchen, fire them away, and we'll cover those as we go. But I think we're ready to draw the swag here. And you still can get in. Like, there's going to be time. So if you're just getting here, there's still plenty of bang for your Conrad Fox. I know he's on the list. All right. So Conrad, let me know. Yeah, I got the
shirt sizes and hat.
And yeah, we'll just get a hold of me or Dane and Instagram or Facebook or something like that. And congratulations. Awesome. All right. Feel like so everybody's got any. I didn't see any requests for items, so it's going to be kind of my call to kind of look through this stuff. These are handy. So I got from GSM, I got a couple of the Frog Factory Sonic Boom frogs in like my favorite color, like that natural red color. They call it Mud Bug. So, you know, about this, a little bit bigger than a bonsai, but similar style. So this is the Frog Factory GSM frog out of my stash. So we'll do 2 of these frogs for the next giveaway for people that want to get in that.
We're going to be throwing a frog on the river this spring.
I mean,
Rich?
I had one tied on. I don't know that I ever threw it last year, but I remember when we were fishing late in day 2, I saw other people throwing frogs. Don't know if they were caught him. I've definitely heard of people catching fish on frogs on the St. Jude. Yeah, so there you go. Conrad signed up for the qualifiers, so he's getting some merch for the qualifiers.
Good man, Conrad.
And I believe, Conrad, did you go to Stout? Am I not wrong? Are you a Blue Devil? Am I remembering correctly? Yeah, so Gretchen's lone fishing trip was with Matt Pingrack. Do you have any plans to go fishing again anytime soon? Like, what's
Me. Well, the rumor is that I will be out on the water. Whether I'm fishing or not is up for debate. But Wyatt Stout, who won the boat in our tournament last year, apparently he named it Gretchen. I learned about after the fact. He picked it up and he sent me a picture of the proud new owner of a Skeeter, and he's like, and I named it Gretchen. I was like, you what? And so now it's kind of the running joke that like I probably need to get in my namesake and go for a ride in the new Skeeter. So I might be on the water at the tournament, but
you should probably do
we'll
it
see.
soon.
I'm not
Wyatt's
fishing
pretty
on
hard
the
on
tournament.
boats, so before he like takes out a stump or a wing dam with it, you might want to get out sooner than later.
Yeah. So hopefully we can accomplish something next week.
There you go. Awesome.
But yes, my one fishing attempt was with Matt Pangrack.
And successful.
Yeah, I caught a fish.
In Oklahoma, so it wasn't like it was an easy Minnesota fish. You were in kind of like a little bit tougher part of
Well,
the country.
I mean, Matt would tell you I caught it, but Matt actually caught it. I reeled it in. It was a team effort.
All right, we're gonna draw the frogs.
Mr. HellaBass, you been in the water much this spring?
I've only been out for one evening, 4 OG DeBurley, congratulations. Yeah, and if you want any stickers or anything, OG DeBurley, let me know. We can throw those in, or a calendar. So, yeah, I have not been out as much as you have. I can tell you that based on your Facebook.
Yeah, we've been going out every other day. It seems like I'm going out tomorrow before I tattoo people just to stretch the line a little bit for that crappie tournament. And yeah, I'm spending some time on the water this year.
Yeah, I kind of talked about this last week on my live last week. My daughter is a hockey goalie, and she's a sophomore in high school. She's never played lacrosse. She got recruited to try out for lacrosse, and all of a sudden she's the starting varsity goalie for girls lacrosse. And that wasn't on my spring bingo card for 3 lacrosse games a week, including weekends. That's really kind of cut into me taking full advantage of this catch and release season this year.
Yeah,
I'm super proud of her and excited, but like it just was a
from left field.
Yeah, just kind of curveball that I was not ready for. So I think in maybe tomorrow night after work, get out. Maybe Saturday after, like Saturday, I thought I was going to go to the river and practice for the St. Jude this Saturday, but I'm going to a lacrosse game at noon at Harold Murray instead.
Well,
but maybe I'll get her out around the house Saturday night if it's nice out. So
I created a little digital tournament for a week-long stint there on the Real Live Well app. If you haven't seen that, Rich, you can just click on
press release.
The new tournament thing that's in between events. You should just join it and go out there. And if you catch a couple big ones, throw them on your best for 8. See what you can drum up. I'm giving away a ton of prizes on that thing too.
Absolutely.
I've done
a bunch of the virtual tournaments in the past. So, all right. Arsenal extra large black camo hoodie. No pocket on this hoodie, but this is a pretty nice athletic kind of mesh, I guess the synthetic blend hoodie, Arsenal hoodie. We're going to do that one next while we're talking.
Those are such good hoodies. This is the material that he uses on all of his stuff, including those jersey hoodies. Big fan.
Yeah. Great for fishing. You get a little sprinkle, a little rain. They kind of shed the water within reason and they dry out pretty quick. So this is extra large only hoodie. It's David, it's not the money, it's the time that keeps me from fishing. Time is my restraint, not so yeah. So extra large hoodie. Get on that. What's been the deal for those that have been out fishing, Dane, and people are, if you were going to go out this weekend or you had if you were me and you were getting out, what should I throw, Dane?
Boy, I'd have 3 things tied on. I'd have a swim jig tied on, a 3/8 ounce chatterbait tied on, and a big 6-inch mag draft tied on. And I'd go up into the shallowest bay and I'd start fishing in 2 feet of water and I'd go in zigzag deep to shallow. And I would just move around until you catch one fish. And then I'd wrap her down and you'd probably catch 15 or 20 after you get 1 bite, 2 bites in an area. You'll be able to zone in pretty quick. That water must have just skyrocketed in temperature today. I fished. My last real successful day was on Sunday morning after that bitter cold 30-degree morning. I woke up and the water temp dropped 15 degrees. I was still able to catch 70 fish in half a day, 60, 70 fish in 1 or 2 spots throwing a chatterbait. So they're moving up real fast today.
Oh, yeah.
It's some of the best fishing I've ever experienced. I feel like every other day I go out is just an incredible bite.
Yeah. We'll cover this. We're going to draw the hoodie, get up the next one, and we'll talk about demo day a little bit. So drawing for the hoodie. But yes, I think Dane and I both will be at demo day.
Yeah. I'll have my trailer there.
So I'll be hopefully, I think, live streaming. David, congratulations. All right. Got one more donation that just rolled in. The doctor got you, JJ.
Do you guys mind if I jump? This has been so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, though.
Hanging out with us and
keep raising money. Excited. I can't wait to see you guys. Yeah, I can't wait to see you next week. It's gonna be here so fast.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, keep doing what you're doing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks for getting people excited and helping us. And it looks like we're over $1,300 tonight and probably creep up on that. And excited to be a part of it. So thank you, Gretchen.
Sweet.
Chad is
have a good night, Gretchen.
Yeah.
Thank
Chad is
you.
saying thank you as well. Gretchen,
yes, of course. Oh my gosh, look at all this love. Thank you, everybody. I never know if I'm like the girl who doesn't know how to bass fish is like, enjoyed on these live streams, but thank you, everybody. It's fun. So okay. Well, we'll see you guys in Wabasha. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Yeah. So congrats, David, on the hoodie. Yeah, you can grab it at demo day. And if David's probably hard to see in the picture, but David is the one of the winner or the high bidder in the HellaBass experience that we did last year. So the video I put out on Monday this week on the YouTube channel was David and Vanessa coming out with me on the Mississippi River, Pool 4, Wabasha, doing a smallie largemouth combo experience. And I think they had a good time. And so there's another one on eBay this year. And we'll talk maybe a little bit more about that later, but I think he had a great time. And so there's some bids on that. But I basically am saying like 2 people, you know, if it's a dad and 2 kids or 2 adults, I mean, I got a big boat. We can make it work. But I'm saying basically a 4-hour radius of Minneapolis, and you know, we could go out west somewhere by Dane, or go out to Big Stone and Frog for biggins, or we could go to the river and do a combo trip, or Vermilion would be within 4 hours. If somebody I'm willing to like meet people what they want to do and make like a bucket list experience of their desire. They can bid on it, and we'll figure it out later how to make that happen. So cool. All right, what are we gonna do next, Dane? What do you think we should
Gift wise?
Yeah. I'm surprised people have been kind of calling for things.
I bet you some of those Minnesota mullets. You got those mullets?
Yeah, the mullets. I can fire up the mullets.
Because this time of year, I feel I could blast them on like a goofy.
Gonna be here before you know it. Where are the mullets? They're down here. Got them. All right. So Northland, Minnesota mullets. I think we got a couple 5/8s. We got some crappie patterns, some white shad patterns. But this is like, to me, pretty close to a mag draft bite as far as like the excitement and the intensity of a bite.
Yeah, when they freaking stroke that thing, man, it's a gong.
So maybe while we're doing the drawing, Dane, why don't you tell people like how you like to fish, like maybe set up, what you're looking for,
yeah,
that kind of stuff. So maybe the person that wins it, if they're not familiar with the mullet.
Yeah. So I've gotten into straight fluorocarbon on that Minnesota mullet. Throwing that 22-pound test fluorocarbon on my chicken rod that I made specifically for that big hair jig. It's a 7'6" heavy mod fast taper. It's one of those rods that when they grab it real hard, the tip can bounce and load up real good. And then when you swing on them, it's fairly quick to backbone because that mullet has a pretty darn good size hook on it. So 7'6" to throw it out there a ways, and that 20-pound test, just nice and easy. You can pendulum swing it down in the waller column, or you can kind of pulse it, kind of like a swim bait a little bit, reel it, kill it, pulse it. You can get that hair to kind of undulate, and when they smack it, it's like
a swim bait, like when you're slow rolling a mag draft or something like that, for sure.
Yeah.
Similar to me, I like a Dobbins 764, which I think probably is in the similar rod to the chicken rod. Same thing. I don't know, 18-pound ish fluorocarbon. To me, I throw it out, basically let it get down to the depth or hit the bottom, and then I slow roll it imagine it's like a big old K-Tech swim bait and just kind of float it through there. Yeah. There are some other like erratic retrieves, but for me, I do the best with just a slow, steady, like gliding it up. I mean, almost like a smallie marabou jig, but just on steroids. So
yeah, you can kind of do the swim jig shake with it too over the grass. Like I'll usually fish with a 7-1, and I'll pulse it and pump it right over the grass and get that thing to kind of hover right above, short growing curly leaf or coontail.
Yeah, you're talking more shallower then, like
If it in 16 feet of water or 12 feet of water, but the grass is growing 6-7 feet tall. It's kind of that weird mid column. You can get that thing to just hover right over the grass.
Yeah, I've seen
you can fish them shallow.
Tourney Tuesday where Brock and Sobe were out on Marion, and they were like snapping them in like 3 to 5, like over the emerging grass. Typically no trailer. I have not
when I'm doing that. I don't.
Yeah. I've not done anything with a trailer. I'm sure there's always a time and a place, but generally not needed. I could see like maybe taking like a light colored piece of Mac scent and hiding it up on the shank of the hook just to give it a little like maybe scent or a trail or something, but like not necessarily like a true trailer.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah,
a
David
David
Raleigh,
like
what's
a bigger
going on?
swim bait.
Welcome in. If you want to make a $20 minimum donation to St. Jude, you can get in a bunch of drawings on the pinned link. There's lots of prizes left, so still plenty of time to get in if you'd like, Dave. Just Fishing wins again.
It's on a hot streak.
I feel like he won twice last year too. The guy's
Yeah, there were a few people that won a few times.
Yeah, good to see you back. Yep, rock humps, weed edges. I mean, definitely, I think it excels at offshore, but there are other times you can use it as well.
Mm-hmm.
He says he's excited to fish them this year. All right, let's. All right, I got. How about does anybody like Yamamoto? Is that a thing? I got a little custom pack of Yamamotos here. We got some of their kind of 3.25 inch Slinkos and kind of a watermelon baby bass. Let's see what else did I throw in here. Some of their new. Oh boy, are you to the age yet where you got to break out the cheaters, Dane, or not?
No, not yet. I
All
have
right.
not had the tattoo.
So this is the fat shad shaped worm, which is kind of a new shape for them. Everybody kind of knows the shad shaped worm is a killer for smallies. This is the fat shad shape in baby bass. The scope shad, which is in baby bass. I guess I got a couple packs of the scope shad, and so 2 packs each of those, and yeah, so kind of a finesse pack of Yamamoto. We got some other Yamamotos too, but we'll just call this one Shad. Hashtag Shad. But yeah, some of the newer shapes from Yamamoto. This is like, so the one thing about their Slinko, this is kind of a high float. This isn't like a normal Senko material, so it's kind of a good bait. And then these are kind of like drop shot scope type finesse things. So this is out of my stash. So
don't be giving all the secrets away. We need some
I
of
think
that.
these could make some good chatterbait trailers as well, to be honest.
Yeah, darn right.
Whew. So just think, by this time next week, we'll hopefully have been practicing on the river.
Yeah, absolutely. I go down Wednesday night.
Yeah, that's I'm planning to get down there some point on Wednesday, hoping to do at least a little bit of fishing on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yep. I don't even want to look at the weather. I just want to get down there, get set up, kind of create base camp, make sure I'm good, get a solid 2.5 days in. I believe 2.5, right? Because we're off the water on Friday and then they have a dinner.
Yeah, so you're going to go fish Wednesday morning?
No. I'll be down there Wednesday night.
Well, that's only 1.5 days then.
Thursday, Friday. Yeah.
Thursday and half of Friday.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday. I had to double check. I don't even remember. Maybe I need to look and see if I'm going down Tuesday. I have it blocked off of my calendar. I don't even know.
I am not going to be able to swim.
No. I'm going down.
Dane, my tournament partner, crashed my Bass Nation dreams with his plastic bass schedule. But I forgive him, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
That's kind.
So that's just not, it's not going to be in the cards. So, all right, let's draw these. Keep moving here.
You could say it was due to lacrosse and other sports that put a damper in it.
No. All right, Tom Nix, longtime channel member with the Yamamoto pack. Congratulations, Tom.
Yeah, correction, Rich. I'll be down there Tuesday night.
Nice. So I'll be coming down sometime during the day, Wednesday probably. So, but look at that. So here's one of the baits we're going to get to in a little bit. But look at this hand carved balsa from BBC Brown Bait Company. Little dolphin, little flat side, little. So for the balsa fans in this little box, we'll be getting to this later tonight yet as well. So. Let's maybe do that. And we have any Frank Scalish fans in the house? So this is Frank Scalish lure net, his color number 7, which goes back to the BTL when Mark hit his head and he couldn't I don't know. But so I did one of these in eBay as a signed one, but I got an extra one from Frank Jr., who's also fishing the tournament, to give away. There's one of these on eBay. There's also one, so hashtag 7, if you want to grab this. But these are kind of limited edition. It's a cool color. Hashtag 7. Got to actually talk with Frank quite a bit at the Classic. I've talked to him the last couple Classics. I'm going to open the pack here just to give people a little bit of. So it's got a bunch of elements. So for people that are Bass Talk Live fans, you can kind of, right? So there's some color elements. I think there's like 7 bars on the bait. There's a 7 on the bottom of it. There's kind of the black, purple, green, which was kind of the elements of the old Bass Talk Live Bass Zone colors. So I don't know, just a cool bait. But you could fish it, you could collect it. If you're the person that bought the signed one, you could try to get this one or the one on eBay, and you could have a fisher and a collector. So it should have structural elements. Actually, 100%, as Frank would say, it has structural elements. So, all right. You like throwing a walking topwater spook guy?
Later in the fall.
Yeah, I mean, not this time of year necessarily, but like.
Yeah, much later in the fall. And yes, on the Mississippi specifically, I'm all about it.
Awesome. All right. We're gonna draw quick, keep moving here. Devin DFD. He's a river guy. He'll put it to good use. Congrats, Devin. Yeah, hard to beat a chatterbait in a topwater. All right, where should we go next? Should we do one of the $100 Veselka Custom gift cards?
Yeah,
you can
and
talk about what
I won't pop up the
right. We're not gonna have an image of it, but just to explain what it is.
Yeah, we'll send the code directly to the winner. It'll be a $100 gift card towards a Veselka rod. So you can apply it to the website, but you can't buy like a bunch of $10 items. You have to buy a rod, and it would take $100 off of a rod price. So a $100 gift card towards a rod.
I'm not going to make anybody spell Veselka for fear that they won't get it right. So we'll just do hashtag VGC Veselka gift card. So what you're entering here, I guess, so if you don't have any intention of buying a rod, probably don't get in this one. So this is just going to save you $100. I mean, what's the range of rods for people, custom rods?
Yeah, you have everything from $239 to $550. You have all my tournament series, crankbait rods, specialty rods, chatterbait rods, chicken rod, the hair jig rod, the Spin Boss, Puppet Master, Big Rig. You have very technique specific elements. And then, most of all of that's already in stock. So you can pick and choose. And I ship in PVC tubes, and I could ship anywhere in the country. That's all. Once you type in the gift card, it'll kind of break it all down for you. For those of you that are buying more than one rod, you'll get free shipping over orders of 500 or more. But yeah, it'll all break it down on the website. If you're looking for something super specific, there's a ton of options.
So this will be a digital gift card. Carol's son asked, "What's a chicken rod?"
Well, you don't get eggs from it. Chicken rod. So those Northland or those Minnesota mullets that we were just holding up, they throw with, it was originally called the chicken. It's a little bit heavier crankbait style rod that throws moving baits very well. I use it for a chatterbait, a chicken, deep, like bigger, deep crankbaits. And anything like a heavier spinner bait that you're moving or pulling, just because it has a little bit of forgiveness when they grab it, but it's a bit more powerful. So it's a very versatile 7'6" casting rod.
Cool. Yeah. So lots of options there. All right, we ready to everybody in for the all right, let's it's hard to multitask and do all these things.
Yes, it is.
Dane's just along here for just hanging out. Just Brian Kasperzak.
Brian's
a good dude, long time.
Brian, I want to say he can text or he can Facebook message or email.
I have plenty of ways to get a hold of him if he doesn't know how to get a hold of you. So
great, because I'm going to just hand him that code right now. If he can text me or.
Dave Raleigh, I don't know if you made a donation, let me know. I don't know if I saw it pop up on the screen. Just know if you're entering the drawings, you got to make a $20 donation to St. Jude. But oh yeah, he's in Excelsior too. So there you go. All right. Still got a lot of stuff to do. All right. So I got two. These are kind of cool. I got some stuff from Lose and Strike King. So I didn't even know about this. And maybe I'm living under the rock, but Strike King came out with their weedless final copy. So the final copy's been out, which is kind of their kind of harness mag strip style bait. So this one's got like a built-in, it's a loaded bait. But the cool thing about this one, and I don't know if you knew this, Dane, look at this. It's
the
elastomer material. So it should last a lot longer. It's got a bottom eye and a magnet in it, so you can attach your own bottom style hook. So I don't know. Maybe I missed the boat on these, but we're going to give away, I think it's a 5 and a 6-inch harness or final copy, the weedless version, which I probably am going to try some of these myself. Because I think we all, like you were saying, like this, if I wasn't giving it away, I might be taking this out this weekend.
That's exactly what you should be throwing.
Maybe the winner will let me make a few casts with it before I send it to him. Maybe I'll work out a deal with them. And that's a thing. So that's the problem with most of these, but their new one is elastomer material. So, whether it's a Mag Draft or Zell Dangerous or the old final copy being regular, plastisol, you tend to blow out the heads, you tear out the harness, you rip them up. I expect these to be much more durable and kind of maybe solve that problem. So I'm kind of excited to actually probably go to Omnia and order some of these and test them out. I don't know. That was kind of cool. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm not paying attention or they didn't do a good job talking about it, but I feel like this could be a pretty cool bait. There's that. Brian says if he wins, I'm gonna get to keep it. So here's the two colors you're getting, the two sizes. Devin says I can break it in. So as long as there's no pike. We don't have pike up in Minnesota, so that won't be a problem. All right. 20 people in. Drawn. Bruce. Congratulations, Bruce. Definitely saw you on the list. I saw a couple names pop up that I'm not so sure that they donated. So just make sure if you're entering these, you're making the donation with the pinned comment for $20 to be eligible. Just trying to find
To win the set prize.
Yeah. Like I said, so there's over $2,000 of stuff and 30-some items. Why am I having trouble finding this in the list?
Multitasking.
I want a striking tater hog, striking jerk baits. Is there a chance that I didn't put them in here? I feel like I did. Striking soft plastics. Final copy. Bruce, got you, bud. Thank you. Yep. So there should be a pinned comment. $20 gets you in for all the drawings. We probably got at least an hour of drawings. We still got a lot of work to do, so you're not too late to get in. So, and if you think you went in and I didn't see it, just say something in chat and I'll double check. All right. This is just handy. So I got another 3-pack of the Mayhems and a hat. Hat plus 3 more of the liquid Mayhems. We'll do this. So sent. Hashtag sent will get you in.
You
There was a request
sent
for a
guy?
hashtag, but I forgot about what it was. It was something about master netter or net. Do you sent much, Dane?
Well, yeah, that's what I was asking. Is it? I'm a Billy Rub guy. I like the Billy Rub kind of wax that I gob into the craw tubes and onto the different rib plastics. But outside of Billy Rub, not too much. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I dabble with it. Like I feel like it's something that doesn't hurt. There's definitely times where, like, if you're in real slimy, mossy stuff, it seems like from just like getting something oily on your bait will keep your bait clear.
Yeah.
It does feel like at times smallmouth seem to, even though I don't know, I don't know. The biologists always say like it doesn't matter if it's oil based, the fish can't. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it does, like the garlic or the Bang garlic or the crawfish garlic and some of these things. I don't know. It's a nice thing to be able to go to as a change up. I don't know. Definitely can't hurt.
Well, when I rig a tube, it's kind of nice because then I don't have to force the tube head into the back end of the plastic as much as almost a lubricant, and it keeps it packed in there, and then the scent stays inside the tube. I wreck less tubes that way.
Mm-hmm.
Easier to work with.
Cool. All right. Scent pack, go. Cam. Cam, I don't know if you donated tonight. Am I wrong? Did I miss
check.
it? Or you can't, because you're not Cameron Swanson. You're a different Cam. So Yeah. So if you want to donate and get in, that's fine. You just got to do it's $20 to get in for the night, Cam. So, but we're going to redraw that. But there's still plenty of time to get in and donate $20 to St. Jude and get in for a bunch of cool stuff. So, Aaron, I know he's in. Congratulations, Aaron. Eight wins in a row for the Cubbies. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a separate Cam, so I was pretty sure it wasn't him.
Yep.
All right. What else is handy here? Make sure this. We need to get a little organized system here to get I think we went through everything in this box. We start putting things in that box. All right, hybrid. I got 2 hybrid hunters. This is a bait that I feel like should play in Minnesota, but I have not unlocked. Have you played around with anything like the hybrid hunter in Minnesota?
Nope. It would have been more of the subsurface kind of wake style baits from Bagley back when they were Bagley before they became Northland elite cranks. I would have played around with stuff like that, but not striking.
Yeah, these are a little interesting. The way they come through,
Just
they
super
kind of
erratic.
run really flat, and they kind of. But I mean, I've thrown them, and I've caught a few bass. I've caught more pike, but like the way they explain how they use them in Texas, I feel like they should play up here. But so. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I keep every once in a while. I get a hair in a tournament, and I'm like, this is gonna work, and it doesn't end up like panning out.
Got on a really, really good lipless crankbait bite here in the last 2 weeks, and I feel like that would be a good 1-2 punch in less than 2 feet of water before that grass starts to grow, because it just does something a little different.
Yeah, the weight on these, it says 3 to 5 feet, and they weigh 1 ounce. They're kind of a high float, extremely buoyant.
Yeah.
The colors we got are tannic gill and citrus shad. But we do have some custom ones on eBay, too, that are pretty sweet looking from Tacklecraft. So Tyler, did you say you did make a donation, or did I not? Anyways, we're going to draw this. Keep moving here. For the hybrid hunters from Strike King. Mini Colda, you might be behind. So, I guess, OG, did you donate? Because I did mark you down the first time, but did you? Or am I not seeing? Am I? But there's a lot of donations that came in, so. Steven Scott. Okay. You confused me when you said I'm Tyler Durden. So got it. All good. I got you. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So also, I think, I don't know, Mini Colda, if you have a different username, if you donated, also you got to do the $20 donation if you're going to enter into the drawings. So, Devin has a good Facebook post. Can you send those to Carol in Kansas? You can. I can do that. Got it. I got a special pink mailer for her. So Ba-ba-ba. What about it is would people say that it is a jerkbait time of year?
Very much so.
All right. I got 2 300 KVD jerkbaits. And then a 200 KVD Elite. And a deep 300 KVD Elite. So 4 Strike King jerkbaits. Hashtag KVD if you want to get in on these jerkbaits. So the KVD Elite 300 is in Pro Shizzle. I mean, that's just fun to say. Pro Shizzle. And then the Deep Sinking 300 is kind of the gold black back. The 200 KVD Elite is in Pro Gold. And then the 300 Deep is in Strobe Shad. So some pretty good colors. Looks like fish catchers. We caught some bass on the old jerk plug in the practice, and I think I got one good one in the tournament at least last year on the jerk bait in St. Jude. So definitely expect to see they'll be on deck. I think that's pretty safe to say.
Yeah, I think with it being a week earlier than last year and the water temperature still being cold, that'll play a bit more.
So I don't know. Would you prefer to be colder and earlier or warm like last year?
Oh, colder and earlier. Colder and earlier, the better. I want like 1 or 2 weeks after ice out.
Well, that's not happening.
No, but I wish that was the case. Early, like mid-April.
Ice is just going out on Mille Lacs, or just went out in Mille Lacs. Is that
people are fishing it? Yeah. Yesterday, I don't think ice is off the entire thing. The sheet's still blowing around.
So the first Champions Tour is probably going to be, let's call it 3 weeks after ice out, probably, roughly.
Yeah, that'll be that'll be an incredible tournament. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be one I wish I was fishing in.
Ryan 98. What's your are you RJ Rudin? Ryan, did you make a donate, and what's your name just so I can confirm it? Are you Ryan Schoen? Or which Ryan are you in the list just so we can match it up, Ryan? Got it. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you for the donation and congratulations. Cool. Congrats. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Can't leave the scopers out. We got some of their 7-inch Z2s, the new big Z2s, and IU and Dirty Shad. So these are the and then I got some of their sexy bugs. So they're little kind of urchiny, spidery looking things, soft plastics. We had a request for this hashtag, so we're going to use it. Hashtag NetDaddy. Oh, Powerhouse Lithium in the house. What's up?
There he is. Is that RJ?
Yeah, I don't know. How many burner accounts does Powerhouse Lithium have? So NetDaddy to get in, I'm going to give a little more. So we got a pack of these sexy bugs. You get, looks like green pumpkin. You get 6 of these little guys. which I think you can break those in half and make those into 12 baits, depending on how you want to fish them.
Yep.
And then you're getting 2 packs of the 7-inch Z2s, which the trend is bigger minnows, and these are, stretchy, so these should last quite some time. So you could fish these as a strolling bait. You could put them on a scrounger, fish them deep. There's a lot of different options on how you could, big chatterbait trailers. Definitely some cool options on these. Both of these baits also available on Omnia, which you can use code HellaBass10 if you don't win and you want to grab some of these. So, drop shot of the Carol said she got them on the buggy ones on a drop shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's pull her. Net Daddy. Scoping with them readers. Cheaters for the cheaters. Bass and Meyer. I think I saw Mr. Meyer on the list. David Meyer. Make sure we get that.
Confirmed real quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Right. Bass and Meyer is David Meyer. I can still tie knots without them as long as it's not completely dark out. Dane will tie them for me if I need them. All right. Keep on the Strike King here. I got 2 tungsten thunder crickets. I have not dabbled with the tungsten bladed jigs too much. Have you experimented with any of the tungsten bladed jigs? Dane?
Yes, yes, I have. I haven't. I don't. I'm kind of a Z-Man guy through and through, really, honestly. Yeah. But I don't know. Anything that moves and vibrates and pushes water, I've seen this time of year really doesn't matter. They just eat it. I will say
both of these are 3/4 ounce and they are tiny. So like,
wow,
I could definitely see like these look like 3/8 ounce chatterbaits.
If even.
Yeah. So yeah, I think if you're trying to reach depths, I could see where these could be really cool. I will say one of the first times I ever threw a thunder cricket was on Big Stone, and like the first fish I caught was like a 6-pounder. So
yeah, they chew on that way up shallow.
Not
especially
Z-Man gets a lot of love, but I do think the thunder cricket is a solid option out there. So, and we have Mouse. Oh my gosh. Mouse and olive shad are the 2 colors on these. So,
are you favorite trailer on the back of that? Are you
me? It's the Arsenal Tactical minnow most nights, most days.
Yeah. Just durable and just enough movement back there, but nothing that impedes on the action of the bait.
Durable, holds up, gets lots of bites. A little bit different than what a lot of other people are throwing. I mean, there's so many people throwing Zakos and other stuff, and those are good baits too. But I like to potentially give them a little different look.
Yeah.
All right. All right. The Thunder. We're drawn. Nathan. I think I saw Nathan on there. Pretty sure. Yep. Congratulations on your tungsten thunder crickets, Nathan. Thanks for the donation and thanks for the support. All right. Yeah, people are going to have to be quick. If you're lagging, make sure you hit refresh and get up to speed. It's not the night to be watching on, behind.
No, on Dane's hotspot internet on
Yeah.
his phone. No, it wouldn't be good for you right now.
All right, we did this one. Let's move this over. No, we didn't do this one. No, we did that one. We did these. Did this. Well, here's kind of a unique one. Are you you ever dabble with the mag wigglewort?
No, I haven't, but it's something.
Have
I
you heard about the
should.
lore of like the early Tonka days and the mag wiggleworts and all that stuff?
Oh, never got on that craze.
But I mean, you heard about it, like.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, so we got a couple of custom painted mag wiggleworts. You can't see it. There's masking tape, so I'll leave it up to the people where they want. But you can peel back the little strip of masking tape that will reveal the OG mag wigglewort stamp under the bill. So these are OG Storm wiggleworts, painted by Scott Crosby of Inner Sanctum Custom Flies and Lures. So there's a pair of these on eBay as well. So if you don't get these tonight and you want to bid them on eBay, they're out there as well. Yeah, magwort in the foil. 2-1 Dallas after one. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the score update. But let's get these fired up. We'll do hashtag mag. Try to keep it simple for people. Yeah, they do seem cool. Like, did a pretty nice job. A lot of us are kind of bluegills up where we are. This is a pretty good representation of a bluegill or a perch or the type of forage you'd be expecting if you're going to rip this through foil or something like that. Try to get people a little closer look at it there.
Yeah, that'd be like a 15-pound, 17-pound fluorocarbon on my chatterbait rod, and I just rip that thing across the top of the grass. Oh, it's just so much fun when they.
I think even in the day, I think you hear people using braid to rip it through too. Like, how many pieces of ink tattoos do you got on yourself, Dane? Brian wants to know.
How many tattoos do I have? Well, I have my fingers done. Hand. This should have been finished yesterday, but I had that family thing we talked about earlier. My chest is done. My ribs are done. My legs from my knees down are fairly covered. I don't know. I have 50 hours, maybe 50, 55 hours with tattoos. Not enough.
Yeah, I was going to come get a face tattoo yesterday, but then you had that funeral thing pop up. So, yeah.
My wife said I could get a neck tattoo after my wedding, and that was 5 years ago. So, maybe this is the great time. Maybe if we get someone to donate an additional $1,500, I'll get a big neck tattoo. No. She's over.
You said it.
She's behind the camera saying, no, don't do that. It's coming soon enough.
Jeff Wilging? Pretty sure I saw that on there, Jeff. Yep, got it. Custom magworts. Just got to find them. Congratulations, Jeff. Thanks. All right.
Thank you.
All right. How about some more Arsenal? So hashtag Neko. So this is their new. Forget what this bag's called. Covert
bag?
Something.
Is that the fish whistle bag?
So it comes with the pliers,
Not the fish whistle bag.
the bands, and the weights. So you kind of got a little on-the-go Neko rig kit. They've had similar kits where they put them in the bigger like bags, and this is in the, I forget what they call this, but this is a little waterproof case as well. So never wacky or Neko without it. These little pliers and bands. So I think I need to put an extra set of bands back in here. I must have took them out to show off something else. I'll fill this thing up. I'll put an extra pack of bands in there. But basically, you got these little bands. You slip them around your wacky rigs, your Nekos, and it extends the life of your baits and your worms. They got them in a bunch of different colors, and so you're going to get 2 bags of bands, some tungsten weights, and the pliers to apply the bands on your favorite bait. Do you keep a pair of these 2 in the boat? One for me, one for you.
In case I lose one in the lake.
Powerhouse Lithium want to know if they get to pick the tattoo if they make the donut.
Oh, Jay. I'll do it on you next. I'll do the tattoo on your neck at the open house next year.
Live. I'll
You
live
know
stream
what?
it.
I'll just come down to the Bassmaster Classic next year. We'll just double up a booth. We'll do a classic bass booth and a Powerhouse Lithium booth. We'll just do tattoos in there. It'll be perfect.
Right. Neko kit. RJ Rudin, I think I saw you in there. Zach McClinnis. I don't know if I saw you make a donation. I saw you entered a hashtag. So if you want to get in, make sure you click the link and make a $20 donation to St. Jude. Arsenal Neko kit. RJ Rudin. So I guess speaking of Powerhouse, I guess there is a pretty good deal on a pretty sweet battery on the
eBay auction.
On the eBay auctions here. So right there, there's a 36 volt, 40 amp hour. So that's like a $975 battery. Right now it's sitting at $200. So that is that ends tomorrow night. So you got less than 24 hours to get in on a smoking good trolling motor battery. So yes, it's the Recon case. Thank you, Brian. There you go. You can bid on one right here, OG, for cheap. Yeah, last year, Brian, it's in his boat. So don't overlook that so here's a Dobbin 784, a nearly $400 rod donated by Brian K. It's on eBay. We got an Aquaview camera that I think retails for like $500 or $600. There's those mag warts. There's some hard to find Bagley Balsa B2s. Don't necessarily those are not so available anymore. Some of the Mayhem, some of the more Frank Scalish stuff. So make sure you guys, and then obviously some of the custom paints. There's a half day fishing with Dane Voselka. Maybe tell people what they could expect for that.
Well, we had a lot of fun last year doing those days on the water, and we did a half day. One of them was fall fishing for smallmouth. We broke down a body of new water with a gentleman. I cannot remember his name, and I'm terrible for not remembering this, but we went out onto a local smallmouth pond and got onto some green ones in the middle of the day, and we really wanted to find some wintering smallmouth. So we put a couple of great big brown ones in the boat on a blade bait. Kind of pick and choose whatever you want. You know, if you want to fish early season, late season, brown, green, rivers, lakes, usually it's within an hour, a little more than an hour of my place in the evening is okay. But you'll get the best bang for your buck if we stay within an hour of my place. It's a lot easier to do with all the things going on around here.
1, 2 people.
Yeah, I can fit 2 people. A Skeeter boat has enough room on the front deck. I usually bring a live well full of refreshments and food and all the things. Some guys are lucky enough to get a rack of ribs or some barbecue wings or something in the back for a boat snack. We get out and have a good time, and it's been great. I've done quite a bit of guiding. Over a decade ago, I did more guiding than tournament fishing on Tonka, and ever since then it kind of flip-flopped. I love taking people out. It's great to have new faces in the boat. Challenge me with something that I haven't done, and let's break down together, or let's go beat on them on a local pond.
And I'll say fishing with Dane's pretty decent. Like
it's an all right.
It's an all right experience. He kind of sets kind of weird, but other than that, so we got 3
You
Sunny B's.
don't let that go.
Shallow Sunny B.
How
Pro
big
Sunny
you are.
B,
You said like a wuss.
a Sunny B. So this is a crankbait. I own a couple of these, but I don't use them nearly as much as you do, Dane. Maybe tell people about these Sunny B balsa cranks.
Yeah. So the Pro Sunny B and the Sunny B are super great for river smallmouth fishing or above the grass and like calm water conditions because they have a really tight shimmy, really tight wobble. So I like to throw them on, and it's kind of crazy, but anywhere from like 10-pound fluorocarbon, 8-10 even, which is wild, up to that 15-pound when you're getting into like some snaggy stuff. Some guys will even throw it on a light spinning application. Like I have a jerkbait rod, I convert it over to a spinning rod. It's super fun for close quarters, shallow water cranking, but I'm like a medium action 7.3, more finessey, smallmouth bite. And Sunny B has been a favorite of mine for quite a few years.
Right on. So all right, let's let's rip these 3 Sunny B's. So I think you can still get these under the Northland name, right?
Yeah, Northland. Yep. Man on a mission. That comment right there. He bought my Vexus. Was that 2 years ago now? Maybe last spring. That was a really cool experience. Wanted to fish in the boat before he bought the Vexus. His son and I went out on the Tonka, and we ended up stumbling into school of like decent sized tournament largemouth one evening, and man, we didn't want to leave. It was really fun. And yeah, it is fun fishing with the youth of the sport and their dad at the same time. What kind of, it doesn't happen very often where I get to do that.
All right. Okay. Congratulations, David Rauschenbach. Got those. I got you, Dan Magner. Got that. Thanks for clearing that up, just so I know. That's helpful. Got you. So we stay with the Northland train?
Do the Northland train. They're huge supporters of everything we do.
Here. I'm going to get it fired up here. So it's a bunch of different jig heads from Northland. Maybe Dane can help me break them down a little bit. So hashtag
Absolutely.
Northland. I'm going to go back to a bigger screen here. So I got a 2-pack of their brown
Marabou jigs,
3/16-ounce Marabou jig, which is one of the best like mass-produced Marabou jigs out there, like for off the shelf. We've
absolutely
got a pack of their 5/16-ounce kind of micro finesse football jigs.
my favorite football jig head.
Do you put skirts on it, fish it naked? What do you like to do with these?
I do 2 different things with them. In the summer, midsummer, on a lake that's been heavily pressured, like Gull, for example, in super clear water, I'll tie a hand-tied skirt on it and go really finesse, almost BFS style, where they're super micro, like compact skirts on a 12 to 15-pound fluorocarbon. on that
Got a
head
pack
right
of the
there.
3/8 ounce.
Yep. 3/8 ounce is my favorite, but I throw super small plastic on there or like a twin tail grub with a tiny skirt and keep it really compact.
Yep.
Great
You got
for
the
fall
1/4
fishing.
ounce, which the 1/4 ounce could be
Yep.
almost a heavy net at that point. So we got quarter. So we got 3 packs. You get a range of the sizes of those.
Yep.
Actually, I got a 3/16 ounce too. So this could be, but this is the, well, this is also the finesse football. So we got 4 packs of finesse football, different ranges of sizes. 2 pack of their tungsten 3/16 ounce
Ball jig.
round ball jig. So this is a K-Tech jig, a minnow swimming jig, a utilitarian tungsten jig. And with the price of tungsten, these are like $12 for 2 jigs now.
Yeah, those are freaking wild and very worth it.
Got it, David, for sure. Yeah. So if anybody, that's the other thing is if people are in auctions tonight, bidding on eBay stuff, or you bid on multiple stuff on eBay, if you don't pay right away, and I can combine auctions on most things, so can be patient to check out on some of that stuff. And then we got a couple packs of the new tungsten smeltinator jigs in 1/4 ounce and 3/16 ounce. So these are good. Again, swim bait, minnow shaken, lots of things you can do with these jigs. These are the tungsten versions, also kind of pricey these days. 1/4 ounce and 3/16 ounce in the Ralph's Smoke. So I kept the head colors pretty generic: green pumpkin, green grays, things like that. So they can kind of be used for anything. So this is like a, I don't know, $40, $50 in jig heads. Finesse, smallie, spots, largemouth, cold water, lots of good options here. So hashtag Northland, you got a couple seconds here to get in on this. Man, I feel like, man, we are crushing through this, but we're like barely halfway through all this stuff. We got to like, Carl wins this one for sure, Brian says. All right. Last call, 19 people. Drawing it. Like I said, everybody won tonight, and they want Nathan. Congratulations. Wants me to throw some stickers in. Just let me know either when you reach out or in the comments. Congratulations, Nathan. Cool. All right. It's just me. Dave stepped away. Conrad wants some stickers. All right, let me make that note. Got it. What should we do next? Should we do... How about Senkos? Does anybody like Senkos? This is like 5 pounds of Senkos. I think there's 6 bags. Hashtag Senkos. Absolutely. Thank you for donating, Conrad. We've got, let's see, Black Blue Flake 5-inch. 5-inch fat Senko and natural shad. 5-inch green weenie. If you know, you know. 5-inch baby bass. 5-inch green pumpkin magic. And fat 5-inch green pumpkin watermelon. 6 packs of like just stone cold catching colors in fat and regular 5-inch. These will all be colors and Senkos that are in my boat. And the Arsenal Wacky kit is key for getting more fish out of your Senkos. It just makes them last longer. So if you're like afraid of the price of Senkos, get yourself the Arsenal kit, and they'll last way longer. I don't know. As long as the worms are the same, I guess the packaging doesn't matter to me too much. I've got to guess there's a little nostalgia there, Travis. I have seen I've not seen the Costco deal in person, but I mean, it seems like an okay deal. Like it's not a smoking deal, but it's better than retail. We're just giving away 6 bags of Senkos, Dane.
Whew.
Shipping might be expensive on 6 Senkos. These are
Dense.
heavy.
Dance.
All right. Everybody in? Senko time. When in doubt, pick up the stick bait. Jeff Willingham. Congratulations.
That Powerhouse lithium battery is skyrocketed in price since you talked about it.
Nice. That's good. That's what we're raising money for the kids. So that's the thing is like, don't be afraid to bid on eBay, even if you don't think that like takes 2 to bid, right? I'm just gonna copy Jeff's name because I know he won already. There he is. Got it. Cinco bundle, 6 packs of Cincos to Jeff. Congratulations, Jeff. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Should we do? So this is kind of a fun one. I've got 3 signed cards for the Bassmaster Classic from the Ranger Pros. We got Corey Johnston. We got 2-time Classic champ Jordan Lee. And then kind of a newcomer here, officially not an elite. He was an open winner, Trey Schroeder. So I got 3 cards, and I'll also throw some stickers in. But you get 3 signed Bass Pro cards. And I do have an extra Jay Lee, if anybody that has won wants to claim that. We'll just do hashtag Jay Lee. I'm sure there's some Jay Lee, Corey Johnson fans, or they got some kids. How many 36-volt 48 liftings does gas need for a 20-foot bass rig? Depends. Like in theory, you should be able to fish a tournament day with 1.
Yep.
But if you're going to fish like 10, 12 hours a day and really be hard on it, you probably want 2 of those in your boat. But if you're kind of a recreational guy, 1 is enough. If you're a tournament guy, you probably want 2.
It's great to just not have to question it. It's also great to have 2 and go a day of practice. And then let's say, it's the night before the tournament, the breaker went and I didn't get to charge my batteries, right? Something happened. You'll likely have enough battery to last another day. Like you should be able to fish multiple days on those batteries if you're not like overly working them super hard to the core. Like your trolling motor will work for multiple days.
Yeah. I will say also, if there's somebody that absolutely wants this card, doesn't get it tonight, you can go bid on these on eBay too. And also the ones on eBay also have a Logan Parks card in there. So but I got these signed at Media Day at the Classic. I thought they'd be kind of a fun thing for tonight. So Carol, we got a winner. Congrats, Carol. Just gotta find the signed cards. You think it'll be easier to find when we've narrowed things down.
Right.
Assuming I actually put them in there. Next year we need to figure out how to get an admin for this.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to have an admin role for a lot of things in life.
Somebody that maybe we can get somebody to be like, you don't have to put in $20. You can be in for the drawings if you're the admin.
Right.
All right, congratulations. I do have this. My new boat that I got in August last year does have the Quest brushless, but I ran Powerhouse Lithium with my regular Quest for multiple years before that.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've had enough time to really say like I know. I mean, the Quest is a much nicer trolling motor. It's quieter. It's got a lot of power, but I have not really like spent enough time to say like one is. I mean, they're supposed to be more efficient, but I can't say that I've noticed a difference in. So, how about glide baits? We got a Tater Hog glide bait, the Strike King Tater Hog collab. I've been seeing this show up a lot on Facebook and Instagram. In the back, hanging out of big old bucketheads' mouths. So this is the Hogfather Jr. in collaboration with Tater Hog Custom Lures and Strike King in the spot remover color. It is a 7-inch glide, weighs 2.5 ounces, comes with 1/0 trebles, slow sinking. It's pretty cool looking bait, not gonna lie. It's all sealed up. I'm not gonna open it up, but good natural color with a little bit of chartreuse. No reason this thing shouldn't get smoked. I know you don't like glide baits. It's not a fun bite, Dane, and you're not interested, but
I'm looking at that Galapagos on the back shelf back there, that 240
This guy?
you got. Yeah. That's
should I
the
bring
one
this with next week?
That's the one that I was catching them on your live.
Well, this isn't the exact one because this is the Noah Schultz color, but yeah, same bait, different color.
Card color.
Yeah. Reserve on the Aquaview. I think I got it set for like $300 because it's like a $600 camera, Conrad. So I think this is like a $60, $50 bait, and I think shout out like I think we first saw a collab like this with Spro and KGB swim baits, right? They did a collab. I think we saw it with Buka and GSM. Now we're seeing it like this is like instead of like it's good to see instead of these big companies just like copying, actually doing collabs with the original bait makers, which I think is like a cool thing. So
Yeah.
Hashtag Tater if anybody wants to get on this glide bait. 2-2, the Wild tied her up. JP and Teal are excited somewhere, knocking back some goldies.
Absolutely.
Draw it out. Michael Bradley got a fresh winner tonight. Congratulations, Michael Bradley. I'm pretty confident I saw your name early.
Admin roll.
Congratulations, Michael. Channel member. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Should we do a St. Jude shirt? Why don't you talk about the shirts while I do the back end?
Oh, the old Smalley and largemouth St. Jude shirts. Yeah, so these are hand-drawn designs on a tablet. And then I have a drop shipping company that works with Sobe and the Crappie Chronicles, and she's down in southern Minnesota, so it's real local, that prints these on demand and ships them out. She's great at what she does. Great quality shirt, that's stretchy material. These shirts don't shrink. You can dry them a dozen times, and I've noticed that they don't shrink when you wash them. They're made of that tri-blend, but the designs are all hand drawn. largemouth one too that Rich has on. Fun little way of doing something customized to raise some attention and to wear something kind of fun and unique. We sell them on the all the websites, the Champions Tour website, links to the VF website. All the websites kind of intermingle all their clothes on that fullcelticfishing.com. So you can get these here. I'll probably leave them up through a good chunk of the summer, but all those proceeds, 100% of that goes to St. Jude. I think what I ended up doing is when I bought the shirt and sold them for $35 originally, I was going to donate half of that value, as half of it's kind of what the cost of the shirt is. And I ended up just donating the money, all of it, 100% of it, right back into it. So you spend $35 on a shirt, $35 is going to St. Jude. It's a great way to support and a great way to rep. The only two color options there, you can't switch and can't intermingle the different colors of fabric at the moment, but I'm sure in the future we'll play around with that too.
There you go. So another option for people that want to get something. Like, we're trying to meet everybody where they want to be if they want to help out and make it easy, right? So if you want baits, if you want shirts, if you just want to donate, right, there's all kinds of options to help out and be a part of this. And we all appreciate every single way, and so does St. Jude, and so do all the families. And
yeah, I want to say, Rich, we have not hit $1,000 worth of shirt sales, but it was like $650, $700 or something like that. I think we're donated from shirt sales.
Yeah, I think coming into the end of this month, it was like $650.
Yeah, something like that.
Be cool to say we hit $1,000 in shirts before the tournament.
Yeah, it'd be super cool.
All right, congratulations. Just Fishing, a multiple winner. This guy's a ringer. He's like
he's a closer.
Yeah. Maybe I need him as a partner. He seems pretty lucky.
He probably would. He probably would plan him a lot better than I would.
We bring him in just to draw for the boat. Be like, we'd like to use Just Fishing's name when we draw for the boat.
Yeah. Like to phone a friend.
All right. How about some big bite?
Do you throw their tube heads at all?
What's that?
Big bite baits.
Yeah, big bite baits. So we got a couple different things here. One of the things here is the Rollerama, which is and this is G Pack Money. What does that say? Yeah, something G-Pa Money, 5-inch rolling minnow bait. Looks pretty cool. Don't want to open it up. We've got some of their 4.25-inch Kamikaze in kind of this smoky gold. And so this is one of the few baits situationally. I've had really good luck up on like vermilion on the perch. When I feel like they're on a perch bite, putting this with a perch colored, like this is just not a color that like Arsenal makes the tactical minnow. So this is a color that I keep on hand when I really want to imitate a perch as a bladed jig trailer. Got that in 2 different sizes. And the Kamikaze Swim On. And then we got a couple of their FAFO Flip Around and Find Out kind of beaver creature style baits, and a green pumpkin and a black and blue. You know, just the meat and potato colors that if you want to flip around and find out for yourself, you can hashtag big bite. Most of these baits also available on the Efficient if you want to check them out. So I think these there are Big Bite Plastics. Give a couple minutes here, a couple moments to get in. Oh,
yeah,
it's like a marathon.
It is a marathon. It's a good marathon for a good cause.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad we started at 7:30 and not 8.
Me too.
Are you going to build any rods tonight after we're done, or
No, I
take it easy tonight?
No, no. We still got some unpacking to do.
Everybody go on and buy a bunch of Ostalka rods so Dane has to build rods when he's. David, congratulations on the big bites. Where'd my mouse go? Thought my mouse died, the battery. I'd be like, oh man, we're in trouble right now. Congratulations, David. Oh man, we're getting down to the goods. We should do some swim baits. We haven't talked about the DC swim baits. So these will ship. These are my baits, but David Sindritz, DC swim baits. He's really grown. He's been on the stream and he's come out like, I think when he came out, he only had this 6-inch shad, which is an awesome bait. He's got these things with a hard head design. They don't blow out, and he got them so they self level in the water. So we got one of these. We got a pair of his 5.5-inch shads, and then we got one of his 7.5 to boot. So we got 3 different drawings. The little ones will come in the dirty minnow, and the other ones will come in the natural shad patterns. But yeah, so those will ship directly from Dave. Let's see here. Oh, let's just do #5. We'll do a pair of the small ones. And these, I forget what the size exactly Beast hook, but I think these are maybe like the 6-aught Beast hooks that these are designed for. He basically designs the bait around the hook. These have the real super strong heads too. And I actually did a video at the Northwest Sports Show. He sells these at Joe's, Tackle Warehouse, maybe Thorn Brothers. Take one of those like owner center like screw lock pins, right? Like the really good like and you screw it in as hard as you can. And then you grab the end of the little eye with the pliers, and I pulled as hard as I could, and it straightened the spring before it tore out the nose of his bait.
No kidding.
So pretty cool design. He spent a lot of time engineering these and designing these, and local Minnesota handmade company. So so this is for the cool stuff. Quinn Gare, I'm not sure that you got into the donation. So if you want to get in, you're going to want to click on that pinned comment link and make a donation if you want to be part of the. And there's plenty of good stuff. It's worth getting in the drawings yet if you're still coming in late.
Quinn Gare, he was my pro-am. He was my am back in whenever I was able to fish that back on Mille Lacs back in the day, a few years ago.
Like I could use a. We're only on water now, so. But all right, let's draw the 5.5-inch. Basson Meyer, David Meyer, congratulations. Right next to the other one. Yeah, plenty left. There's still a good chunk. We got some good stuff still coming down the pipe here. We got a $200 spinning reel. We got some Yamamoto stuff. Omnia Pro Code, some urchin baits, some new koiki style baits. We got an actual koiki. We got more swim baits. We got some custom glide art from Dane. We got some more of Aselka stuff. So there's like probably still $1,000 worth of stuff coming up. So he's Dane says, well, you'll see me too then, Quinn, marshaling the events and the Pro-Am.
Yeah, super fun.
Probably won't see me at the Pro-Am if I'm fishing the TBF, but
ooh. Yeah, the Pro-Am's filling up real good, man. I think we're gotta be pushing 60 boats right now. 60.
What's the and the brown bait? Yeah, the custom balsa brown bait as well. All right, let's do some more Yamamoto. What's up, Matt? Still time. We got a lot of stuff to go. So if you want to make that $20 donation, Matt, or if you do the 100 like you did last year, getting the tattoo drawing, we still got a rod, reels, some high dollar baits, some other stuff. So if you want to get in and support, if not, enjoy the show, Matt. When is the when does registration close for that walleye derb you're doing?
You can sign up for that. I mean, right up until official practice, which is the Friday beforehand. That'd be the 15th of May.
Okay. So that Friday after the Champs Tour, you can sign up, or like basically,
Yeah, usually, yeah,
so like the 14th.
Yep, you still can sign up for that walleye derby for another 3.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
So I'm going to throw this out here. I was thinking about this, Matt. How would you think about having Dane on as a podcast guest on your Midwest Angling that covers both bass and walleye, South Dakota, Iowa bass? It might be a good guest, Matt. If you're interested, just send me a note and we can make the connection. So in this one, we've got a pack of the Yamacras, kind of like a green pumpkin watermelon looking color. We've got their new Yama Bug, kind of like a beaver little compact flipping style bait. Got their, I think this is the Speed Senko, right? So like a swimming worm.
Yep.
And then the Shinobi Grub, which is, I would say, a little bit similar shape to like the Menace Grub, but I've actually used this as a drug trailer pretty good. I feel like this swimming style worm, Dane, is, I don't think we leverage this enough up where we fish. In Minnesota. I think this is something that's
Florida.
Much appreciated, Jeff. You rock. Yeah, like it's not just I know I've seen guys catch them in Alabama and other places like Grass. Gunnersville was big at a tournament I was at.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I play with it for a little bit and then I kind of get off of it. But I feel like the swimming worm should. I think if more people used it more, it would play bigger up where we are.
Yeah, well, you can do so many different things with it. You can fish it like a swim jig, and then you can kill it and fish it like a giant Texas rigged worm, and then you can, pluck it around and pull it through. It works great through the post spawn and into midsummer. Yeah, it should be a huge player in Minnesota.
No. Yeah, so I'll make the connection. You guys can hopefully connect before the walleye tournament and talk about derbs on the Midwest if you're up for it, Dane.
Absolutely. I think Matt and I talked about it a little bit. Maybe this past winter. It was not that long ago. Matt and I tried to connect there.
Pat B, congratulations. Pretty sure I saw Pat B's name on the list. Mr. Bezick. If not mistaken, Pat is washing along from the hospital. Unfortunately, having a little heart stuff. But I think he's going to be okay, and he's going to be back on the water pretty soon. So hopefully this is a good distraction for you, Pat, where you don't want to be hanging out where you are. But
no, man, we'll be keeping you in our prayers and making sure you have a swift recovery, brother.
I was just at Pat's house on Saturday for his wife's 50th birthday party, and but Pat's tough. He'll be out. Pat's been in videos on the YouTube channel, so you guys might remember Pat. He's been out in the boat.
Yeah, I put her to bed.
Just want to make a little update here for the donation from Jeff to kind of adjust our total here. Thank you, Jeff. We just creeped over $1,400 for tonight, which is awesome for St. Jude. Everybody says get well, Pat, in the chat. All right, let's should we do another $100 Voselka? I think we had 2 of those.
Yeah, gift card voucher code, we'll call it.
Words are
$100
hard
gift card
this time of night.
Yeah, and I did send you that. Did you get that text? I sent that code over.
I didn't. I have not been looking at my phone.
No, you can't multitask that too.
I got a lot of screens going. That's not one of the screens that I'm looking at. So I'm going to throw it up on the screen. You can tell people what they are entering with this gift card.
Yeah, $100 gift card. It's you can claim it on the Volsoka Fishing website. It goes towards any rod on the website, from our crankbait rods all the way up to the tournament elites. So if you're in the market for a hair jig rod, chatterbait rod, swim jig rod, the Spin Boss, Puppet Master, all of these rods that we hand build here in Minnesota, that $100 voucher will give you, the price of a rod at 2/3 the cost for the most part. So I have a one-time use code that we've been tossing around, like the promotional staff that I have. They have these gift cards that they can hand out codes to guys that are looking at rods. If you're following any of those promotional staff, like an Aaron Teal or a Hayden Anderson or a Ron Mayer, these guys, if you run into them and you talk about rods, they'll hand you this gift card that's redeemable too. It's kind of the same thing. It's just a one-time use code that you get, and once it's used, it's used.
Right on. Got a couple recent donations. Matt, I assume you want to be in for the tattoo as well, based on your $100 donation and last year. So we just hit 1550 for the night. A couple of recent members, so thank you to everybody that came in, made some donations here at the end. So yeah, if you're interested in buying a Veselka rod, getting $100 off a $200 to $250 to $500 rod, that's what this is for. David says, Dane, can you make, or could you make a 2-piece rod?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a little longer depending on what specific action you want, but I can make everything from like pin rods, 4-piece fly rods, you name it. We customize pretty much everything up, even up to ocean rods. You guys are fishing for big reds and tarpon in the Gulf with the Volsoka Custom.
Awesome. Excuse me. All right. We're ready to let this one rip. So in total, we eclipsed just over $6,000 on the fundraiser page. That doesn't include any last minute t-shirt sales or the eBay auctions yet. So we're doing something here. That's good. This is awesome. I appreciate all the support. So Jeff is going to be having himself ordering up a new Veselka and see what it's all about. Congratulations, Jeff. All right, let's do another. Let's do a 6-inch DC swim baits. Another thing cool about Dave, he's actually got. I think he's in Joe's. I don't know if he's in Thorn and Omni yet, but he's gotten into Tackle Warehouse, which is pretty cool. Let's do #6 for this 6-inch swim bait. You do have to get your own beast swim bait hooks, spring lock hooks, but yeah, these are like $35 swim baits. Yeah, Jeff needs to get on the hit up the old casino. So yeah, and I guess the other thing is like definitely keep all the companies that donated, whether it's the eBay or tonight, when you're out shopping later this year or whatever, just keep them all in mind and give them a shot for what they're doing for St. Jude. So there you go. Just fishing. You gotta get that thing in the water. All right, we got 18 people in. Last call. 19. Mr. Teal. 12-aught owner beast hook is what they recommend for this one. I think I got one somewhere floating on this messy desk of mine here. Bruce. Congratulations, Bruce. I'll do a little copy paste here wherever I got you from the other one. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just write it in. All right. How about more Minners? So we'll just, I'm going to get this fired up here. I think it's better just like get the. So we're going to do a pack of Hinge minnows here. It's going to be #Hinge.
Can you throw some of them Northland ball heads on there?
Yeah, I mean, if they would be great with the Northland ball heads or the Smeltnator heads. So we've talked about the Hinge minnow on here in the past. This is, what's his name? You can see his face. Jake Lawrence had a pretty big hand in designing the M out of Hinge. So this is, we got one pack of, I think these are the 7-inch in electric shad. We have a 6-inch in rainbow shad. And so, like, to me, these are really good alternatives. And I know like Darius on here says he likes these better than the socks. Here's rainbow shad in the 7-inch. Also could be some big beastie, big size chatterbait trailers. 6-inch in the Tennessee shad. And 5-inch Tennessee shad. So 5, 6, and 7s. Darius said he just ordered a bunch today. He's been using them a bunch on Kentucky Lake, smallmouth, largemouth. They are design is not terribly different than the Shindo. They are a little bit different, but like they definitely have that Hinge style bait. Not the most durable minnows in the world, but most good minnows that you roll, they don't catch a ton of fish before they tear up. I think that, whether it's the Carls or the sock or the JDM minnows, like that's one thing to get that action. I think you're going to go through some minnows if you're catching them. Mm-hmm. Is that your experience?
Yes.
That's just kind of part of the territory, but
part of the course.
I think this is $50 in minnows, Hinge minnows. Yeah, this is what's up, Matt? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I actually went as Harry Potter once to a Halloween party to Pat's house. Everything comes full circle tonight. All right, last call for the hinges. All right, Brian says he's going to help admin next year. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of the good minnows tear easily. That's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, it is.
We got some urchins coming up, some more swim baits. We got a reel, some balsa, a Veselka rod, full. C. Swanson, he's been here all night. Donated early. Finally got a win. Congratulations, Cameron. All right. Getting down. We're kind of down. We're like down to the dirty half dozen here. That there's a. Should we do a loose custom light? So let's say you got some of those minnows or there's jig heads and you need a Ned rig or a drop shot. These, I don't know. Like I've never tried. Have you doing?
Is that a left-handed? Is that a left-handed reel?
This is a spinning reel. You can put it on either side.
I was thinking it was a bait caster.
I put there's a.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, the XS whatever lose is on eBay, and I put that one on because people would be intentional about left hand. I put the spinning reel in here tonight because anybody could use it. So 3-2 wild or the wild up, Teal. You got to tell me who's up. Oh, heading to Boji. Well, good luck. So yeah, this is a $200. Have you used any of the loose spinning reels?
No, I mean, I've maybe had a couple in my hand, but I've never fished a derby with them or fished with them.
I mean, I played with a little bit in the box. I definitely think they're worth a look. I think there's a lot of like Minnesota is really, people are like for a long time, Daiwa and Shimano. I've been pretty impressed with Lew's bait casters. I have not tried one of their spinning reels, but I think, you know, if you're in the market, I definitely think, you know, the Lew's is worth a shot. So
I am almost all Lew's bait casting reels. Yeah.
I'm gonna probably give one of their with those orange ones, the Pro May or the Pro something plus
Mach 2.
No, a little bit. All right, so hashtag lose. Dustin says they're good. Yeah, that's the one. I mean, there's not really a downside to the Jude. I guess it's a downside that the Okoboji Open and the St. Jude are on the same weekend, and a guy can't do both of them.
Yeah.
But so $200 spin and reel tonight. Yeah, the Custom Pro. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to probably try out. What's up, Jake? Good to see you. Thanks for support. Yeah, we still got about 5 drawings left. So if you want to do a $20 donation, you can get in on these last 5 drawings, Matt. And if you're going to get in, let me know. I'll hold so you can do this lose one before we draw it. I do see Quinn. You keep entering in, but I'm not sure that I saw a donation come from you unless it's under a different name. So, nope. $10 donation came in from Quinn. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can take donations. There's eBay stuff up on the auction, Matt. You can buy a t-shirt, lots of stuff. Either way, you've been a long time viewer of the channel and you're appreciated regardless. So, all right, let's rip this lose reel. This one got a little hype. Most of the people that are here got in on this one. So, yeah, Lefty Baitcaster on eBay. David, nice get, David. Congratulations. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do the Omnia gift card or the Omnia Pro certificate
Link, yeah.
So hashtag Pro. So what you'll get here is it's a $60 value for the Omnia upgrade. So the Omnia app and website is free. And this unlocks the map layers for Navionics, some special features on the map, gets you 10% back on all your purchases, sometimes double points back during sales. It gives you special sales, early in-stock alerts for hard-to-find items, free shipping, no minimum order. So if you buy a decent amount of tackle, the Pro is awesome. So what you're going to get is a code for Pro. So if you don't have Pro, you can use the code to get Pro. If you don't have Pro, you can use the code. If you already have Pro, you could gift it to a buddy, a friend, a dad, a kid, or you can make sure yours doesn't auto renew, let it expire, and then use the code for the new one. So that's how it would work. And we talk about it in the fancy fishing videos. It's pretty handy. I got a tablet on the way for the boat, so I should be running a 12-inch Explorer next to an 11-inch tablet with the internet from the Starlink so that I can run Omnia Pro layers on my Navionics, water temp, water clarity, look at the barge traffic, the water levels, have all that stuff right on my dash, along with, being able to pull up
Google Earth Pro and
Google Earth, Hummingbird, One Boat Network, right? So,
yep,
I think it's gonna be cool. All right, we're pulling for Pro. Shout out to Omnia for donating that Pro. And you can still bundle it with HellaBass 10, even with Pro, and save even more. DT. Congrats, Dustin Taylor. All right. Let's do and order. Yeah, I could order DoorDash to the ramp. So like, let's say Dane and I like sack them up, 25 pounds day 2. We could
Eat some za.
we could have some like pizza delivered to the ramp so that we could like, get nourished. I mean, yeah, or you can hook it up with a buddy or something like that too, Dustin. So no, I'm not getting the PowerPole Vision because that seems really expensive for what it is. I'm getting a rugged Samsung tablet. And I think that's going to, so stay tuned. I'll definitely be talking about on the channel how it works, the pros, the cons, if this one's a good fit or not. But but that's my my plan. I think it's going to be kind of cool. I think we're going to see whether it's the tablet I get, or I think that's going to be kind of the next evolution. We're going to see a lot more tablets next to graphs and boats. All right. So for the 7-inch DC swim bait, we are going to do hashtag debut. The one I got is like water resist. I don't know if it's true. It's fairly waterproof.
Is any
But also,
electronic really waterproof?
yeah, I mean, like I'm not gonna like if it's like 5 footers on Mille Lacs, I'm gonna probably take it out of the mount and put it in the compartment, right? Like,
Yeah.
But like 80-90% of the time, normal rain, that kind of stuff. And I also think I can use it for content, right? So I can use it for a StreamYard device. If I want to do a quick video, I can use the front-facing camera right there at my dash and record something or take some notes, or like I think accessing Google Sheets or writing myself a practice plan or reminders for practice. And like you hit a rut in practice, you're like, oh, what did you said you wanted to hit this and you wanted to throw this bait. I mean, I just think there's a lot there. I mean, just think if you want to keep a log like in a Google Sheet, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to be a 7.5-inch debut DC swim bait. 3-2 wild after 2. There you go. The X is probably, I know it's not the X, but I mean, is anybody really going to call it Grand Casino, or are we going to always call it the X? All right, let's draw for this swim bait from David Sindrich. Thank you for donating the baits. Bass and Meyer. Mr. David Meyer. Nice pickup. All right. I got something. Where is that? All right. Tell the people about this thing.
That was one of those experimental, Dane, can you draw on a bait? And I'm like, I mean, I'm no airbrush enthusiast, but I can marker some stuff. Like, cool, give me that and let me do some Japanese finger waves on a swim bait. Gotta hold that up just a little bit tighter. Can you? Yeah, so it's like old school Japanese traditional tattoo art, like just free-handed drawn with the bars going across, just throwing a little magenta in there to have some fun playing off of that the gill plate color there, and just having a ball with it, man. This is the fun.
So what this is, this is the Buka injected 6-inch trick shad that I got stuck in a weed mat. And it ended up pulling the hook hangers, the rotating hook hangers out of the bait. So we decided we would let Dane apply some art. And we just, it's kind of a test to see how this would work and if people would like it. And maybe we would do this on some other baits in the future.
Oh, yeah. I think you could do all kinds of cool, like Japanese style, like tattoo art. Sort of the finger wave thing was really fun to draw on baits like that because it's very natural and you could do different colors, but my father bought me an airbrush kit, or bought my daughter an airbrush kit. So we have one. I think that would be pretty wild to play around with. But I watched what some of these other guys are doing, and I don't think I could compete.
Yeah, I think if somebody wants it signed, I can bring it down to the Jude, and Dane can sign the other side of the bait. I think that would be
absolutely.
Easy. So this, just to be clear, is not a fishable bait without some serious mods to reattach hooks. But it's more considered a collector's art piece. Put it on the shelf, put it on your desk. Yeah, or as a practice bait. The weighting would be a little off. I think without hooks, it probably wouldn't glide or keel quite correctly. But yeah. All right, let's draw this one of a kind.
One off.
David.
Super
Speaking of people
cool.
that are on heaters tonight, that should
Yeah, going to the Nino.
yeah, he needs to be going to the Grand Casino. Cool. All right, let's see here. We're getting down to it's on the list here. We got a Veselka Tournament Series rod, a Koike, and the Balsa, and 2 urchins. Let's do. So we got this one, but let's just. I want to show something else. So this is kind of cool. So Arsenal Fishing just got in or just released tonight. So you're getting this before they've even announced it to anybody. You're going to get one of their 20 millimeter urchins called the Morning Star, Koike style bait, and one of their 2-pack of 10 millimeters. I'm going to pick them up tomorrow. Whoever wins it, I'll figure out what colors you're going to get, and we can talk about it. But you're going to get basically 3 of them. These are elastomer. These are very similar to the Koike or the Haig's prickly pear as far as like material style. But before you get them, you can win them. If somebody wants to get in on this, I guess kind of a sneak treat of getting the early, like being here tonight, you now know these are up, and you could use code HellaBass15 to order these on the Arsenal website right now. People know that these may have been selling out very fast in places. So if you want to order some tonight,
probably want to get a head start on that.
You can get a head start out. You can use code HellaBass15, or you can order them straight up. They also should be at Joe's Sporting Goods and Thorn Brothers tomorrow. If people want to go to those stores in person and look at them, pick out their colors in person, these will be at Joe's and Thorn Brothers for those that are in, I would say anytime probably after lunch tomorrow. You'll be able to find them at local stores in the metro here. So the drawing will be for 2 of these. We're just going to do urchin because that's easier to spell than Morning Star. Save people time, keep things going here. So, yeah. Win them before you can buy them, or grab them before anybody else knows about them. Either way, you're getting the inside scoop tonight. The other thing that might be funny is Dan might be sitting on his couch thinking nobody knows about these, and all of a sudden his email or his phone might go bing, bing, bing as the orders start coming in tonight.
It's a great feeling.
Surprise, Dan. All right, 22 people in. I guess David was he the one that won was it David that won the swim bait art? Yeah. David, do you want that signed by Dane, or do you want it as is? I don't know if I saw that or not.
You don't want me to devalue that thing?
I've seen some people. This guy right here has caught baits on the Koike, I know. I've seen pictures and snaps. Have you gotten any? Have you played around with any this spring yet, Dane?
This spring I haven't played around with it much because I've been fishing with it for the last 3 years, I feel like. I've been playing around with the fuzzy dice.
You've been playing with the dice, right? Or have you actually had the...
Well, both. Because when you had teal in your corner, we kind of knew about that quite a while ago.
Should I bring my urchin box to the St. Jude? Yes or no?
Yes.
I feel like the 17 millimeter might be a good smallmouth bait down there.
Yeah, you'd be surprised with the elite, man.
Off the record.
Off the record. May or may not be on live.
There you go. I've heard that a lot, that it'll get fish to move on scope, but they don't always commit to it. But that's a lot of baits, right? Like you can say that about minnows, you can say that about glides, like, yeah.
We actually were catching quite a few. Ooh, there you go. Congratulations, Mini Cold. We were catching those smallmouth in the fall on Mille Lacs during that big smallmouth spell that everyone was catching 6-pounders, them 30-pound sacks. We were catching big smallmouth on those late into the night, like well past, like the screen is the only glowing light on the front deck. You can't even see where you're casting. And they could feel it in the water, so they'd come up and attack it.
Yeah, nice grab. Dave Magner, thanks for the support. We'll get you those figured out. Excuse me, and this water. Been a lot of talking tonight. Devin just put in Arsenal fishing, so yeah, if you guys want to get them, go ahead and grab some. Yeah, looks like we're. Cameron said he caught one on his third cast, hasn't caught one yet. And I feel like right now you could probably catch them, but it's also hard to put down the chatterbait and the mag draft and all that kind of stuff, right?
You just cast, chuck and line until you feel them.
All right.
I actually did some live footage for a good 45 minutes to an hour, just breaking down pre-spawn cold front largemouth and how that chatterbait can be effective, and even fishing it super, super slow. So sometimes like changing the bait, you kind of just wasting time. You can fish it slow like a jig.
Yeah. Right now it's hard to put down the big swim baits. So here we are. Hashtag BBC Brown Bait Company. This is a hand-carved custom balsa bait by Brendan Brown. I think he came on last year and chatted on the show. But this is a little flat-sided balsa bait, hand-carved, hand-painted. I think he's like 21, 22 years old. He's really like, I've known him for a handful of years on the internet, met him at the Classic. He does some really cool stuff. I think he sells these for like $50 a pop. Really cool, well-made baits. Definitely will have some balsa in the boat in case we get a little pre-spawn cranking bite down on the river. But yeah, you can see he signed it. It's kind of a nice faded dolphin color, which is just a proven crank color to to get smoked in just about any situation.
Yeah.
So if you want to figure out how to get these, you can look up Brown Bait Company on Instagram and you can shoot them a DM. So a lot of people here kind of know who Brendan is. He's been a long time part of the community here. So the Goodwood, the balsa. We are not at 2K. Based on my calculations, we're right around 1560. I've not seen anything. I mean, just from tonight. But still awesome. Appreciate it. There you go.
Still
I guess he's been giving these away on Bass After Dark as well. So this is maybe an easier instead of obscure bass trivia. All right, 25 people in on the balsa. Mr. Teal, a man that will definitely appreciate this. I'm glad you got this, Ryan. That's awesome. Yeah, good job. No need to ship this. He lives in Lakeville. So congrats. All right. I think we're down to the final two. The actual Koike, 17 millimeter and a watermelon, and the Veselka Tournament Series rod. trade boxes. Your boxes, I had shipped out some of these koikis from my Whatnot show the other night. And the boxes you gave me from recycling were very handy to fit some of these urchin style baits that end up shipping out. So yeah, so here we go. 17 millimeter hide up koiki, hard to find. If you can't find them, you can win them here by helping out St. Jude. You gonna make it, Dane? I don't know if you're just tired or if your internet's freezing.
No, my internet's not tight. My internet's not freezing. I'm slowly hitting the wall.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I guess just thank you everybody that hung out, whether you donated or not, if you liked it, if you shared it. Much appreciate everybody that's part of this community. Every bit helps. So
Extremely
Victor
grateful.
Xavier, I'm not sure you donated tonight, so I don't think you're eligible. Tom Nix, do we need to check spelling? All right, yeah, Tom, fix that. Re-enter it. Coike instead of le, so you get credit. Let's wait for Tom to enter the spelling correctly. Yeah, I'll have a video coming out here once I get more of the baits in here and get some time to get out. Yeah, I thought we were going to get through this faster. So I don't know where I find the time either. It's definitely not. It's cut into my fishing. So there you go. Tom's in. Victor, I'm not sure you're eligible, but we're going to pull the trigger on this. Oh, I'm about to show the screen here so people can see it.
There you go.
Quinn Gear.
Nice.
All right. I did see you got a donation in. So all right. So we're about to do the Veselka custom rod here, but I do want to touch on for the people that came in late that there is a bunch of cool auctions over on eBay. So if you didn't do it tonight and you'd rather just buy something that fits your budget, you don't want to leave it up to chance. We got a bunch of cool things like limited edition Frank Scalish baits, some scent, some balsa, some custom painted wiggle warts, lithium trolling motor battery, Dobbins rod, Aquaview camera, Tacklecraft custom painted assorted baits, half day fishing trips with Dane. There's 2 of those. This super rare Wally G Big Mama handmade. It's kind of reached its. I mean, it's a very niche, but the people have found it. We do got some signed cards from Corey Johnson and Jordan Lee. The Spinner Minnow, which is a cool. We didn't really talk about this, but this is a bait that was invented by Tacklecraft. It's a kind of a rigid line through with spinners on it, where you put like a 1/0 hook in the back. So it could be kind of a cool scoping minnow water. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, real cool, innovative bait. I'll bring this down so you can get a peek at it down at the Jude, so you can check it out, Dane. There's a pre-wrap wiggle wart from Horseshoe Custom in a pretty sweet color. A left-handed RX casting reel that's like a $180 reel. Fishing trip with me, full day fishing trip. I provide everything within 4 hours. We do what you want. I make sandwiches. I provide breakfast. Probably get some goodies from my partners. Tournament edition rod from Dane, $350 value. The Smalley guide trip. So don't forget about all that stuff. So just wanted to plug all that stuff before we did the final drawing for the. Tell us about the signature or the tournament series rod, Dane, that we're about to give away as the final giveaway tonight.
I'm going to let you pick and choose from your tournament series options on VeselkaFishing.com. We already kind of touched on a few of those today. Some of the more popular options, you have the spinning rod, which is a 7'1" medium light that a lot of people use for your drop shots and your jig worms. You got the casting jig twig, the hair jig rod. That's the infamous like 8-foot light bait that a lot of people are throwing forward facing, like bugs and critters and small baits on there. All of these options are the tournament series lineup on the website. You can hop on there, pick the one that you want, We can make sure that we ship it out to you. Rich will get your contact information, and I can ship it right from my studio in Mound. Everything, again, is hand-built in Minnesota. Everything from the guides, tie-down, the handles, the epoxy, everything's made right here in our state. So,
yeah. And so, I mean, also, if you're local to Mound, right, you have some of these rods in the shop.
Oh, yeah, there's 75 to 100 always on the
Right.
shop
So, I mean,
floor
like,
when
if
you
you're
walk into
close
the
enough,
studio.
right, to not have to ship it, you could go to the studio, pick out your rod there, not have to worry about FedEx or UPS handling your rod. And if you want to evaluate a couple of them, that's an option as well.
All of my rods have a warranty on them. So, they're, steal of a deal.
But it's a nice option if you're close to be able to go put your hands on them as well. So
100%. Come over, and if you want to, step it up and custom build one too, we can always make changes, and you can wait for the next line of production to come through. We can change colors and do different reel seats, but tournament series rod, all the models.
Or if you want to upgrade it, right, you can pay the difference and get into a different rod.
Absolutely.
All right. Maybe the odds ever be in your favor tonight. All right, so 26. I think that's about the number of people that are in this. So I think that's pretty much. Yeah, I guess we had 32. So yeah, I mean, if you win it, we can add some pink, right? We can put some pink thread ties or something on it. All right, let's do this. Thank you, everybody. I told my wife I thought I'd be done early tonight. That didn't really happen. Aaron Heisel, congratulations. He's local, so
did you see?
I would expect Aaron
right before he.
Didn't he say the anticipation was killing him? Was that him?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so congrats. I'm thinking he'll probably make a trip over and evaluate in person, but I could be wrong. So
trying to remember what he just bought, because I want to say I think he had one custom made not more than a few weeks ago.
Yeah, appreciate everybody that hung out tonight. I think a lot of people got prizes. There's a couple people that donated that didn't, but hey, appreciate everybody. Still time. Check out the videos, check out the eBay auctions, check out the t-shirts, and see. Yeah, so I guess demo day, if you guys want to, or if there are people that won and you're planning to go to demo day, reach out to me. We can possibly get that stuff hand delivered. And the demo day, right? I guess let's just talk about that super quick for the people that are still here. If you're in the Minnesota area, within a couple hours of Minnetonka, Sunday, Intune Marine is bringing a bunch of Vexus, a bunch of Phoenix. Dane's going to have his ice house there. He's going to have his rods there. We'll probably have some St. Jude shirts there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a St. Jude shirt there. You can come meet either of us in person. Sobe's going to be there. Fighter's going to be there. Aaron Teal's going to be there. You can test drive. You can do ride-alongs in the Vexus, the Phoenix, the multi-species boats, the aluminum, the fiberglass. They got free food. Walleye fingers, buffalo wings, chicken tenders. You got to buy your own drinks, but it's a good time, and it's a great event to check out boats, learn about them, see how people got them rigged, and if you won, we can meet up, get you your stuff, and if you want a prize, reach out to me or Dane on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and then we'll exchange messages. Yes, please come out to Fletcher's. Shame Sobe for not paying up his fancy fishing debts, and make sure he knows that he cannot get away with this. 3 hours. Thank you, everybody. This has been awesome. And Dane and I are going to do our best to make you guys proud at the actual tournament as well.
Absolutely.
So thanks to everybody. Yeah. Can't wait to go fishing next week.
It's been incredible, man.
We'll
We're very, very
Sunday.
grateful.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Be good. And until later. So, probably not a stream next Wednesday night. So, or maybe they will. Maybe we'll go live. I would say Wednesday or Thursday night, we will. I won't have like a normal studio, but Dane and I will give like an update how things are going. I've got a Starlink. He's got a Starlink. We got laptops. We got smartphones. So just stay tuned. It may not be planned, but we'll do a live late next week from Wabasha.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.